It's time!
Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes.
Yeah, ho!
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
You should have booked a consultation. You ain't had a game.
Damn! Whoa!
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg.
Sensational. Sensational.
You idiots!
Colombia. Perfect.
I got beans, greens, potatoes,
Perfect.
tomatoes, lamb,
Perfect.
rams, hogs, dogs,
Perfect.
chickens, turkeys, rabbits. You name
Perfect. Here we go.
So I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend. Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Classes in session. My brother from another mother international. How do you do today?
Foreigner.
Feeling a little smoky today, bruh.
Hey, let's go.
Feeling a little
Let's get
smoky
it.
today.
Let's get it.
Sensational.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the chat, man. Classes in session. Ozzy's in the building. Mr. Miyagi's in here. Shabby Kid 259 is in here. Calais God is in here. I see two hoes.
Yeah, ho!
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you guys.
Yeah, ho!
Let's go live on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. We're going live on Facebook right now. And we're going to go live on Instagram. Shout out to the Instagram people. Yeah, guys, we got a jam-packed show for you guys today. It should be a fun one. Should be a good one. I'm excited. Today is Monday. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful week. And we are happy to be live. We are happy to be alive and happy to be doing a live for you guys again. Guys, before we jump into everything, we do have a, what do we call this?
Fundraiser.
Fundraiser, guys. Fundraiser. We're going to Medi, guys. All right. We need you guys to support. We're at $960, guys. $960. We got over 1,000. I'm sorry, under 1,000 on the last stream. So shout out to you guys. As a matter of fact, we did an impromptu stream on what was it? Saturday.
Yeah,
No, we did one on Friday.
on Friday so that we could catch up
Yeah.
because we missed the one show last
Yeah.
week. So we did another impromptu show on Friday.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody who supported on Friday, man. So guys, send in your super chats, send in your PayPal, send in your Cash Apps. The Cash App is the most important. If you guys send in Cash Apps, it goes directly to our account and we can use that to help fund this next trip. Again, guys, we are going to Medi. We're going to be doing a live stream with Jay Rello, NYC The Future,
Homies
Hub, Cash Travel, Osborne Ani, Nate, whoever's down there, man. We're going to try to get them on the stream, man. It should be good, should be fun. So I'm just super excited about this stream, man. That's coming up in a few weeks.
What I'll say too, guys, let's get the likes up early. This is couldn't put it in the title because there was so much stuff to talk about. Is a smoke show. If anybody got smoke for us, we're gonna open the panel up. We got to get the likes up. If anybody just wants to rock out and just show their support, we'll open it up. We got to get the likes up. Where the likes need to be 50.
Yeah, let's get the likes to 50.
Get the likes to 50. We'll open up the panel. People are going to be coming in and out all show, but as soon as we get it up to 50, we will open up the panel and let people come on and talk their shit.
Yes,
but we got a jam-packed show. We got several topics.
Yeah.
We'll be doing that a little bit later. And yeah, man, I'm excited. Feels good to be back.
Yeah, it feels good to be back, chat, for sure. All right, guys. Well, let's jump into the housekeeping real quick, and then we'll go over everything else. We do have our locals, guys, is mentuition.locals.com. So make sure you guys join up and check it out. We got our new video up, guys. A new video. Let's put it on mute. Got some booty in the screen already. We got a new video, guys, up on the locals, and we have a new video up on bunch of new videos up on the Patreon. Okay, so if you guys want to join the locals, it is free to join. However, if you want to see the not safe for YouTube stuff, then you do have to sign up for $9.99. This chick had the biggest wagon on the boat. It was ridiculous. Made no goddamn sense. The ass in Brazil, guys, is just, this is why girls get BBLs, because they want their ass to look like these girls' asses. They just can't do it. So shout out to Brazil. This was not our boat party, guys, but this was a boat party that we were on. Shout out to the DJ. It was fun. It was lit. We had a good time. If you want to see this in its entirety and all the baddies that were on the yacht, make sure you guys join up, man, because there was a lot of ass.
Sheesh.
A lot of ass, guys. I'm telling you. It was crazy. Next up, guys, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/mentuition. Guys, this is where you're going to see all the sauce, okay? All the sauce. You're going to get all the sauce. You're going to get all the uncensored travel guides. Guys, we're working on 2 bangers. First, Al's working on something that's crazy. We're cooking it up. We'll probably be done with it in a few days. We're just trying to make sure it's right. We started editing up our Brazil 101. Finally, I'm so happy. And maybe on the Wednesday show, if we get the likes right, we'll show you guys the intro and like a little preview of Brazil 101, guys. So a long-awaited Brazil
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dance from behind.
101 is coming very soon, chat, okay? Those of you who have been waiting, anticipating for another breakdown from us, we're going to Brazil. And we're calling it Brazil 101, not Rio 101. We're going to talk about Rio, Sao Paulo, Salvador, Bahia. Like all 3 of them are going to be in this particular breakdown. So it's going to be extensive. There's going to be a lot.
And
we
we're
got so
gonna
much
go,
footage.
We're
Bro.
going to go over Carnival.
Yeah.
We're going to go over the best times.
This might be like 2 hour long, bro. Or it might be 1 hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours long because we have so much footage. But what we might do is do a Brazil 101 and then do a 102 later because we don't want it to be too long. I think we should keep it at like 1 hour, hour and a half.
Or maybe we'll separate Carnival. Maybe we'll do put that separately. We'll see.
Yeah, but stay tuned, guys. Okay, so patreon.com/mentuition. Also, guys, I do have a new video up on here that we put up for free. It's me meeting DJ Academics. Academics is actually in Miami right now, so I may try to link up with him. He's with 6ix9ine. So we'll see. But I do have this video on there for free if anybody wants to see it. I can't play it because there are some parts that are not YouTube friendly. But if you guys want to go to the Patreon right now, it's free. Check it out. This is when I was with Fresh and Fit. And I met Ak, and there were some girls doing some very peculiar things. So yeah, check it out. All right, guys, we have 3 tiers on our Patreon. It has the general admission, VIP, and the all access pass. The first tier is the general admission. You get free access to some of our not safe for YouTube content, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides. Again, when you guys sign up and pay, you're going to get that Brazil 101 once we drop it under this tier. Okay. You get exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and special Discord access. All right. Now, again, guys, every tier gives you the next tier down. So VIP gives you everything from general admission plus what you get in VIP. So the VIP tier, you get free access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live stream, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answered per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off of consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least, guys, we have our
Spin the check and get it right back.
all access pass membership. Shout out to all our all access pass members. You get 1 free consultation per month, up to 60 minutes, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 11,000 remote jobs, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties, Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off the merch. And also, guys, make sure you join our Discord. That is mentuitiondiscord.net. It is free to join the Discord, guys. It's just a group chat that you can download on your phone or on your computer or a MacBook or whatever you have. And you tap in with everybody, let them know where you're going next. And there's a lot of people that might meet up with you in the country that you travel to. Last and certainly not least, guys, join our YouTube membership. Okay, the Mentuition Mafia. The link is in the description below. If you guys think that the Patreon's a little too much for you, or some of these other things that we have to support us, the Mentuition Mafia YouTube membership is only $3.99. Okay, so you guys can support through the YouTube membership, and you'll get early access to videos. You'll get access to our IRL streams, and a bunch of other perks and stuff that you get for signing up. So
yeah, man.
Shout out to the Mentuition Mafia, man.
All right, all right.
Yeah. Let me turn this phone off because motherfuckers is blowing me up.
Yeah. Me too. Just turn mine off.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, let's get the video to likes to 50.
Once we get the likes to
we'll
50 for anybody that strolled in, we're gonna open the panel. Anybody has smoke, they can come up. And then also any supporters, anybody wants to pull up, also hit that Cash App. Let's get this number down so that we can get the stuff going for Medi. Start buying all this stuff, start booking things. It's right around the corner. Let's get that number down as well.
Yeah, guys, we're trying to go to Colombia.
Colombia.
Yep. without further ado, let's hop into the show.
Yeah. Breaking news, guys. Breaking fucking news. The U.S. is crashing out. Okay, the stock market is crashing. Crypto is crashing. Planes are crashing every fucking another week. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Don't know what's going on, guys. I'm scared to travel. All right. Is it time to become a passport bro, guys? All right. I know your 401k and your what are the other? Your Roth IRAs, your 401ks are all drained. You have no money. You're broke. Okay. You literally are looking at your accounts. You're laughing, but you're also crying at the same time, guys.
I had enough of broke boys.
All right.
I can't talk to broke boys.
Broke ass motherfuckers don't got no more money, guys, because this recession is hitting hard, man. We went out last night, guys, and me and Al were looking around. It was a ghost town out of Miami because motherfuckers ain't got no money. So is it time to become a passport bro? Is it time to take your money elsewhere? Okay. Is it time to take, what do they say? Take your talents overseas.
Yeah. Before we answer that question, shout out to everybody. Like we took attendance.
Should we take it
starting
again?
off? Let's take attendance again.
All right.
We got our guy Ozzy.
Ozzy, show enough. Mr. Miyagi. Who else we got in here? Calais
Shabby,
God's in the building. What's good?
Mr. Chill.
Shabby, Mr. Chill, what's good? He's
Our
skidded on
guy.
my Kev B in the
goat.
building. What's up, Kev B? Yes, sir.
Chris
Z,
916.
916.
Yep. And actually, speaking of 916, this is a good point. Bro, I literally was having an argument. One of my good friends, every time something happens, he's sending me messages about how terrible Trump is as president, and he's literally crying every 2 seconds, listening to the media, sending me news bites. I'm like, bro, I honestly don't give a fuck. I honestly could care less. And I said, this is actually good. I mean, if you're an investor and everything, it's actually really good. This is the best time to buy. You're getting everything at a discount. If you invested in Bitcoin at 100,000, you were stupid. But now you can buy Bitcoin for 79 and it's going to go back up. Stupid. It's going to go back up. You can get deals on a lot of good stocks, and there's stocks that are always going to win. Always going to win. You can buy stocks that are
today's price.
Yeah, you could buy stocks that are always going to win. Well, what's a stock that's always going to win? Apple. Apple's a stock that's always going to win.
This is not financial advice, by the way, guys.
This is not financial
advice, okay?
But I've made money in the stock market. I've made a decent amount of money in the stock market. And I always buy during times like this. I bought my house during COVID. They said, don't buy. It's the worst time. The housing market's going to crash and all this bullshit. And I doubled down. I bought my house, got them stupid low interest rates.
Were they stupid?
Stupid low interest rates. And then what happened? A few years later,
To the moon. To the moon.
that value shot up
honey.
in a few years. So now is the time to buy. Now is the time to invest.
So basically,
You double down on this shit. You got to make smart investments.
So don't sell. Buy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Hit the buy button.
Just don't sell. I made my millions from not selling in 2008. Trust your boy. Yeah. I didn't want to sell my house, but I had to sell it because I got divorced. So I was trying to find ways to still make it happen and keep the house. And it was becoming too much. And so I ended up having to sell. But if I could have kept it, I would have. But yeah, it still made a shit ton of money. And I'm happy I cashed out. I was able to do, so much with that. And I still have, well, never mind. I won't say any of that.
Whoa,
We're broke. We're
Hold
losers.
on now.
We're broke. We're losers.
you
We
doing
don't
over
do
there
anything. We don't do anything. So,
Hold on now.
so yeah, I'm able to still invest in different things. And I'm invested in some flips and some properties in Tampa. So like a lot of people are wondering what the formula is. How are you guys able to do so much? It's because we make smart investments. And when the rest of the world, the media basically gives you the blueprint. They basically tell you what stocks are going to go up. Well, what do you mean, Alan? Well, if you go and look at things that have happened. So for example, like Hurricane Harvey hit. What did I do? I invested in SOD. I invested in I invested in sod, in like tree companies that like plant trees and do all that stuff. And I invested in that whenever the beer bug hit. I invested in casinos. I made a lot of money on that. I invested in Spirit Airlines. I made a lot of money from that. It's pretty simple. And that's like, if you're following current events, the current events tell you exactly what to invest in. And while people are complaining about the stock market and everybody's selling while things are down, all the rich people are buying. Everybody that's selling all this stuff and panicking and losing money, the rich people are scooping it up. And that's how it works. So yeah, man. Shout out to 916. He says, I'm a former retired Apple employee. Trust me. Yeah, I used to work for Apple too. I have family members that work for them. And that's a stock that's going to win 100% of the time. If you keep Apple, if you invest in Apple now and you keep Apple for 5 years, you're going to have a ton of money. The problem is everybody wants this instant gratification. They want to do Bitcoin, and everybody's a day trader. That's not feasible. You can't, some people can do it. Yes. Very few, but it's like going to the casino and just throwing money in roulette and random numbers and shit. And trying to, yes, you might hit 1 or 2 times, but it's not sustainable. Whereas if you make long-term investments and you buy and hold, or you know what you're doing, you know, you can make a lot of money. So yeah, like I said, this isn't financial advice. The IRS has entered the chat. Well, I'm good, man. The IRS firstly is about to get shut down probably,
and
but I'm good. I'm good.
Canceled.
My taxes are paid, so I'm good. But yeah, why y'all always talking about money? Because that's what the whole US is talking about.
Speaking of money, we do have a fundraiser up here, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get this money down here. We're going to Medellin, guys.
Yes.
We need this 960 to go down to 0, guys. We're counting down from 1,500. So shout out to everybody who's been supporting. I want to see some cash apps, guys. Send in your cash apps, send in your PayPal, send in your super chats if you have any questions, because we are trying to go to Medellin in like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So we need this fundy to go the way it's supposed to go. And if you are gonna be in Medellin, guys, hit us up. You know, we definitely will link up with supporters, man. But yeah, man, we're doing a really cool joint stream with Jay Rello, NYC The Future. It's gonna be lit. But yeah, guys, let's get this fundy going, man. Let's get this fundy popping. Shout out to all the supporters. But yeah, guys, this whole situation with the recession and what's gonna happen, I actually have a video for it. You were gonna say something real quick, Al?
916, just dropping nuggets. Apple has had a history of 30% returns the last 20 years. Real talk. Apple is a winner. Apple's a winner. People aren't going to stop buying iPhones. People aren't going to stop buying Apple products. That's what it is. It's a stock that doesn't lose. You could literally invest in it. If you hold it long enough, you're going to win. If you keep that shit for like 3 to 5 years, you're gonna be up. If you invest like 10K, 5K, Apple, keep it, you know, don't touch it, don't look at it, check that shit in 3 to 5 years, you're going to be very, very happy. Facebook, we were on Keith's panel the other day. He actually brought up a good point. I don't really agree with Keith much, but he actually brought up a really good point, and I was already thinking about it too. Facebook is another stock that doesn't lose, and it's not going to lose anytime soon. Again, this isn't financial advice, but with TikTok being banned, Facebook owns Facebook and Instagram. Snapchat's not really a thing. There's not really any competition to Facebook, so they can make a lot of money. Google's another one. You know, it's expensive, but you know, you could buy that.
Well, you can buy half stocks now, chat.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, you had to buy the full share.
Yeah.
You can buy half a share. You can buy a quarter of a share. So you can pay $50.
Yeah.
Whatever you have, you can invest in any stock that you want. Now, that's the great part about investing now. Back when I was a young whippersnapper, back in the day, you had, when Google was at like 300 or 400 back, this was years ago. I remember Google was out of here. Or you couldn't afford it. I was like, this is just gonna go to 1,000. Who's gonna buy it? And then they started doing the stock split or the thing where you can buy parts of the share. Then they cut the you know, the Apple shares down, and it's less money, so more people will invest. It's very smart. Whoever thought of that.
But
Super smart idea.
Yeah. So, like I said, I have a friend. He's literally blowing up my phone all day today, and I was like, well, you know, it's if Trump is so bad and the economy's so bad and these tariffs are so bad and all this stuff, you should be not complaining. You should be happy because now it's even cheaper. Now's the time to invest.
Speaking of Trump, we got a video for that.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. Al just segued right into the video.
Here we go.
Couldn't have done it better myself. And here we go. Good job, Al. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. I like the video, guys.
I win the election, we will immediately begin a brand new Trump economic boom. Vote Trump and your incomes will soar, your net worth will skyrocket. Groceries, cars, everything. We're going to get the prices down.
President Trump made a lot of promises on the campaign trail, but he didn't talk to voters or warn them that their 401ks would take a nosedive and that tariffs would make almost
I like that 401ks.
everything more expensive. CNN's chief data analyst, Harry Enten, is joining us now. Hello, Harry. You're going to run the numbers for us. I am very curious to see what you found out about all of this. So let's start first with how unique the drop in the market is under Trump, because I have heard from some Republicans that say this is pretty normal stuff.
Yeah, if this is pretty normal stuff, I'd like to know what not normal stuff is. If this is a boom, I'd like to know what a bust is. I mean, my goodness gracious, we'll talk about it. I mean, talk about the S&P 500. It's dropped 15% under Donald Trump's presidency. The S&P 500 has been collecting data essentially since 1957. It's been an index. I went back and I looked for drops of.
I had a ETF of S&P, and I got rid of it right before this happened, chat. And I didn't even know this was going to happen, but I'm happy I did, because I'd have been fucking pissed.
Bro, I sold a lot of my stocks a couple years ago when Biden was about to go to war with Ukraine, and I knew everything was going to start to, or he was going to war with Russia to help Ukraine and all that stuff. I sold right before then, and I haven't gotten back into the stock market, but I might have no choice at this point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
15% with a president who was inheriting a bull market. There's only one dude on your screen. It's Donald John Trump. He is the only one to see a drop of 15% this soon into his presidency in the S&P 500 after inheriting a bull market. In fact, there's only one other president who has seen a drop of 15% this early on in his presidency, and that was George W. Bush back in 2001. But of course, he was in fact inheriting the dot-com bubble bust. And so this is truly unique, where you come in with a bull market and then boom, right through the floor, Donald Trump, the S&P 500 dropping already 15%, Jessica.
And so there's the market, but then there's the chance of broader economic problems. And that chance is right. That possibility is rising, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. A chance of a recession, something none of us want to see. And what's the chance of a recession? I mean, JP Morgan, look at this, now up to 60%. It was 40% in early March.
Yeah, chat, gather your money, gather your bags, chat. It's time to get your fucking passports and get the fuck on out of here, all right?
Yeah.
You can still make the money, and live somewhere else where there's not a fucking recession, and you can spend it all on hookers, chat.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hookers.
And guys, get the likes up, smash the like button, as Miyagi says. As soon as we get to 50 likes, we're going to open up the panel. You guys can tell us we're wrong. You guys can, we can have our supporters. We can have haters. We can have whoever up to the panel. Let's get these likes up to 50. People are cycling in and out. Let's get them up to 50. We'll open it up.
You know where there's not a recession, chat? OnlyFans, the hoes. Yes, the hoes. There's not a recession there, guys. All you motherfuckers are paying for all this fucking box. All the hoes on OnlyFans, they are not experiencing this recession. It's crazy. I know. Wow. Any of you idiots who actually are dumb enough to sign up for a woman's OnlyFans, you are feeding her, and this recession is not, she's not even phased, bro. She's not even phased. She's not even showing her pussy. She's fucking like showing feet pics. She's fucking whispering into a mic. She's doing something completely dumb and stupid, and she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. It's crazy. It's crazy, chat. we won't go. It's not a
Yeah.
political show, guys. We
Yeah.
won't go into it deeply, but I just wanted you guys to see that because we are headed or maybe already in a recession. What does that mean for travel? What does that mean for passport bros? What does that mean for people who are living here? Are times going to get harder? Are people going to, you know, because even when you travel, that's going to cost money, right? You got to get your passport. You got to figure out where you're going to travel. Is it time to become a passport bro? Some of you guys hate the name. Hey, you're a passport bro now, bro. Okay, you have no choice.
Yeah.
It's over for you. Okay, the recession is here. We're all gonna die. All right. If you don't get out of here, it's over. So get your passports, damn it.
Yeah, it seems like there's always going to be guys that are going to pay for OnlyFans, no matter how much of a recession there is.
You can always sell your pussy, ladies.
There's always going to be some guy that's going to buy it. But yeah, I think people need to relax, right? Especially all the people. Like I said, I literally was getting bombarded every time something bad happens in politics. I told my friend, I'm like, bro, politics don't even politics don't even affect you really that much. It's like this stuff it's minuscule. I'm like, bro, it's you're still fine. Like yes, everything is down right now. Yes. That's what happens with the market. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. It's not going to stay this way. There is going to be some sort of correction. And you could be the person that's complaining the whole time and crying every time something bad happens, or you can invest and do smart stuff the way the wealthy people do. They use it as opportunities to make more money. As Ozzy just said, there's going to be another wealth transfer, or it could be. You never know. So many people use the beer bug as an opportunity to make crazy money. A lot of people just started hustling. You couldn't really do shit else but sit at home and think of ways to make money. Well, that's what I was doing. A lot of people were at home playing video games and doing other stuff.
Jacking off.
Yeah.
Watching OnlyFans videos.
Yeah. So yeah, man, the stock market is down at this current point in time. Yes, you're correct. But he's been in office for 5 minutes of his whole term. Like you guys got to chill with that shit. And this isn't a support Trump show or anything like that one way or another, but we got to call a spade a spade. Like this is the very beginning of his term. It's not like it ended like this and it's been like this the whole time. It's literally down. And like I said, the smart people use this as an opportunity to make money. So I think people need to chill out. But now more than ever, take your talents overseas. While egg prices are crazy high here, I'll tell you where they're not high: in Colombia, in Brazil, in Thailand, all these places. So you guys can go overseas and take your money and live a better life. And, you know, when things like this happen, they don't affect you that much because you're good either way. You know, you're good either way. So, yeah, man.
Okay. Well, we'll say this, guys, and we'll move on to the next topic. I think that everybody needs to, as International said, calm down. There has to be a bear market before there can be a bull market. There's always going to be a bottom to the, you know, to this whole drop in the S&P and all these different indexes. There'll be a point where it bottoms out and it starts to go back up. It can't go down forever, as he said. And you can buy now or wait for a little bit more of it to go down or whatever. But it's hard to make money in bull markets, actually, because everything's going up and you don't know when it's going to go down or stop, right? So you actually make the most money when you catch it on the way down or as it's going down or at the bottom when it goes back up. So I used to day trade. I know a lot about trading. I don't trade as much anymore, but we'll be keeping an eye on it, guys. And again, this isn't a financial show or a political show, but this has a lot to do with what we deal with as men, travel, just as a man, you should be concerned and you should know what's not even in a bad way per se, but you need to be knowing what's going on. You need to know how these markets are for some of my young guys. You need to start watching CNBC and all these shows. Like these are the shows, CNN, watch the news, especially with the markets, even if you're not as political, because all those things are intertwined. As a matter of fact, there's probably some little short nigga fucking hitting the thing to go up, up, up. Like he's hitting a button where the fucking thing just goes up and down. Like what makes the stock market go up and down? I still don't fucking understand.
No,
like,
what's even
crazier
is what makes Bitcoin go up and down.
Yeah. I've heard that there's people who know, like the rich people know what, like, oh yeah, this day it's going to be like, there's people who they're so rich, like wealth is, money's just like they print money. So for them, it's like, yeah, I know it's going up today. I'll just throw like 100,000 in. And like, it's all insider, right? So it's all bullshit at the end of the day, to be honest, right? It's all bullshit. But it is what it is. Okay. We need money. Money is necessary for the world to go around. There has to be poor people. There has to be recessions that happen. This is all orchestrated in my mind.
It always is.
Okay. So speaking of the US crashing out, guys, this kind of segues to our next topic, the US and our favorite people. Where, chat?
Colombia.
Okay.
I just left Colombia.
US and Colombia are actually having a beef, guys. There's still some tension between the two. Let's play this video from DC born Rob. Shout out to him. And then I have a story for you guys about Colombia.
About where?
About
Colombia.
But let me play this real quick, guys. Make sure you guys like the video. Let's get up to 50 likes. We got like 44, 45 people in here. It keeps fluctuating. Hit the like button, guys.
Once we get to 50, we'll open up the panel. You guys can tell us we're crazy. You can,
if you're a hater,
come up. If you're a hater,
come on in, man.
We had a few haters talking some shit. I invite them to the panel, so let's pull up,
man.
So we got that. And then Mintuition is also going to give our top 10 travelers. We're going to get into that as well.
Yeah.
Top 10 in the travel space. So we'll talk about that a little bit later as well.
Yeah.
It is Monday, April 7th, 2025, and this is an active story about the United States and Colombia relations. See me on the other side because I actually have video of the Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, and she discusses her point of view, but you'll hear the other side from Colombia, from Rabia. Let's just jump into the story right away. Laura
Colombia.
Okay.
Rabia rejected statements by the U.S. Secretary of State who criticized the meeting with Gustavo Petro. Kristi Noem, Donald Trump's Secretary of Homeland Security, said the president criticized.
What's the over/under on DC born Rob saying foreigner? And yeah, I just said it.
You did?
Foreigner.
I don't think he's gonna say it on this one.
You don't think so? Okay, I'll bet.
I'm going nil.
I'm going yes.
And spades, guys, you can do nil, which is 0. Double zeros, double goose eggs.
Let's do a poll. No Diddy. Is DC born Rob gonna say the word foreigner?
I'm going nil on this one.
Foreigner.
Also, when you play roulette at the strip club, at the casino, guys, you play roulette. There's zeros, double zeros. You can bet 0. So I'm gonna go roulette zeros or nil. Nil. That's what I'm going to go. He's not going to say foreigner on this one. All right. Al's going to put up a quick poll. No Diddy. Make sure you guys like the video. He already said Colombia. He already said that.
Colombia.
But I don't know if he's going to say foreigner.
Foreigner.
All right. The poll is up. Let's go ahead and play.
Wait, before we start the show back up.
What?
Gotta acknowledge something. Acknowledge something. We gotta acknowledge something real quick.
We got a Cash App?
Of course.
Shout out to the Cash App.
Collateral. Shout out to our guy, Anthony Franklin. He said, for my first investment. Hey, man, he's putting his money in the right place because Mintuition's going to win. Appreciate the support, brother. Appreciate the support. Yeah, man. If you guys like these financial shows, maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more because I see a lot of engagement. So that's what's up. And I'm happy that I'm seeing a lot of young people investing and, being smart with their money. So that's what's up.
We do have some of those who are investing in hookahs, though.
Yeah.
They're investing in box.
Is that a good investment? I think
that's Chad, that's a good question.
I think that's a good investment.
Is pussy a good investment?
I think it's a good investment. Occasionally.
Investing in, well, it depends on what kind of pussy you're investing in. Are you investing in pros or are you investing in regular chicks?
I think both can be good as long as you don't go overboard on either.
Okay. So
You
what
can.
pussy is like Facebook and Apple and Google, and then what are like the shitty companies like Snapchat? Chad, what's a shit company that like went out of business?
Like an IBM.
Yeah.
What's that place?
Hewlett Packard.
What was that?
Hewlett Packard.
Circuit City.
She got that Hewlett Packard pussy.
Circuit City. Sears.
Yeah, Sears pussy. If you invested in Sears pussy, hey man, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You got to make sure you make good investments on the poom poom. All right. Good.
What would you say? What would you say J-Lo is? J-Lo.
Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah. What company?
She's like a Kohl's.
Kohl's.
No one really shops there, but it's still around.
Toys R Us.
Yeah. Sorry, Chad. We're getting it's going far left field, Chad.
Radio Shack. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Lonnie said he's using an HP laptop. HP's still. I guess they.
How the fuck is HP still in fucking?
You're using an HP
I have
laptop.
an HP laptop. You're
Steve's
right.
using an HP laptop.
I forgot.
Talking shit. Talking shit.
Fuck. Next camera. Go to him. That's crazy.
Talking shit.
That's crazy.
I knew that was HP. I'm like, isn't that an
Hey,
HP?
man, shout out to HP, man. She got that HP pussy. You know what I'm saying? Invest in HP, guys. You heard it here first.
Blockbuster. Yeah.
She got that blockbuster pussy. Yeah. Ooh, that's disgusting.
Everybody's used it.
Yeah. Ugh. She belongs to the streets.
Enron.
Enron pussy.
She belongs to the streets.
Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac.
Yeah.
All them niggas that went out of she got
They
that
try to
Fannie
get the student loans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those, yeah. So when you invest in a female, man, make sure she's got some, you know what I'm saying? Some Googles, you know what I mean?
All right, guys. Firstly, let's get the likes up. Once we get to 50, we'll open the panel.
Make sure that pussy pays dividends.
Yeah, you need some dividends. Every year you get a dividend.
Yeah. And that pussy has
80% think that DC Rob is going to say foreigner. 80%.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens on this video.
All right. Okay, chat. I ain't mad at y'all. Let's see. Let's see what DC says.
Laura Saravia rejected statements by the U.S. Secretary of State who criticized the meeting with Gustavo Petro. Kristi Noem, Donald Trump's Secretary of Homeland Security, said the president criticized the U.S. government and showed his support for the Tren de Aragua. Once again, relations between Colombia and the United States appear to be struggling. Donald Trump's Secretary of State for Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, revealed details of a meeting she had with Colombian President Gustavo Petro, in which the president's statements were not well received. President Gustavo Petro began criticizing our United States government for about half an hour, talking about how the members of the Tren de Aragua are misunderstood, who in reality were just people who needed more love and understanding. He talked about how some of the cartel members were like his friends, the United States government said in an interview with Newsmax. Consequently, the Secretary of Security intervened to clarify to the president that the United States will never agree to legalization of drugs, going against Gustavo Petro's vision. This is taking into account that the Colombian president has proposed legalizing marijuana and cocaine, for example, on multiple occasions, arguing that the strategies used to end drug trafficking have failed.
Wait, he's trying to legalize coke?
Yeah.
The president of Colombia? That's crazy, guys.
That is crazy. President of where?
Fuck?
Colombia.
I didn't even know that.
I mean, somebody told me something a long time ago and it made a lot of sense. They were like, I think it may be a little bit overboard, but he said all drugs should be legal. And I was like, all drugs should be legal. He's like, yeah. He's like, if all drugs are legal, it eliminates the black market. You don't have to worry about drugs being tainted. You could just go and get them, you know, at a pharmacy, and you don't have to worry about the black market. And I'm like, well, then people are going to do it. And he's like, people are going to do heroin, are going to do heroin anyway. It's not like you're going to have a bunch of new people doing it. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I never really thought about that, but I kind of agree. I don't agree with the hardcore drugs like heroin.
Yeah.
But I do think that there are a lot of deaths over shit being laced, like shit being laced. And then also the black market. If cocaine's legal, it's gonna stop a lot of crime.
Yeah, I mean,
I think weed 100% should be legal. I'm not even a smoker, but people going to jail for smoking, like it's my body, my choice up until you want to smoke weed. You can drink alcohol, my body, my choice. That's bad for you. You can smoke cigarettes, my body, my choice. That's bad for you. You can have 1 million abortions, my body, my choice. But you can't smoke marijuana in a lot of places.
I don't know.
I don't think people should be going to jail for that.
The only thing I think about that is I think that if you went to jail for weed, you should be released now.
You should be released and they should pay.
Yeah,
it.
like
you should get money.
You shouldn't have to be in jail once it's legalized, even though the crime happened. Like you've done time, so all right, you can leave. I'll say this: I don't necessarily agree with legalizing all drugs. I think that there are certainly some that are just too dangerous and too highly addictive to just have out there. If they were gonna legalize it, here's the problem with legalizing it. It's just like how they legalize weed, right? If you go to a weed shop or some of these little weed trucks, the weed's typically trash.
Yeah.
Like it's not even good. It's nerfed weed. Like it's not.
Nah, but you go to like a Walgreens and you pick up some weed.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's not gonna be good weed though.
I mean, it's gonna be good enough to do what you need it to do. It's not gonna be the best.
All my weed smokers though. All right, let's just say this. Anybody who smokes weed in the chat, was weed better before it was legalized? Meaning, if you bought the weed from the dispensaries or weed from these little shops that are, popping up, was it better when people were selling illegally? Because I feel like once they legalize it, I guess the good part is, like you said, it's not getting laced, of course. But the bad part is it ends up being shitty weed.
Yeah, but you can still grow your own weed, or you could still go to like they have dispensaries and people go there and they buy weed there. And it's still decent weed.
Well, maybe when dispensaries first came out, they were trash because someone said the dispensaries have stepped it up, which means that it wasn't good at first. Like, remember when it was first legalized?
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
But we went to Vegas. I think you were there. We went with Jay.
Yeah.
We went to the dispensary. We saw all the shit. Yeah. I think personally, I think weed and coke should be legal. The reason why cocaine should be legal just because it's going to stop so much crime, so much crime and all of that stuff. And the people that are going to do coke are going to do coke anyway. Now, do I think heroin? Do I think any of that stuff? That's a little too hardcore. And then if it just became legal overnight and everybody's doing it, they're going to be willing to do whatever. They're going to be willing to kill for it and all of that, like the people that do that shit. I don't think that should be legal, but I do think coke and weed should be legal.
Yeah. Someone said legal weed is not, what did he say? Hold on. Legal weed is not natural. Yeah, it's one of the girls, this girl that I was smashing. She smoked a lot, and I hate girls that smoke, so I stopped talking to her. But
that's a turn off.
Yeah, she was cool. She was younger, enjoyed smashing, but the weed thing annoyed me. But she was saying she called it something like a something 5. Like it was like there was like
Delta.
Yeah. She said it was Delta 5 or something. She kept saying, I don't really like buying the weed from this because it's Delta this. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck that means. But she was saying this was maybe last year. She was just saying the weed from a lot of these little spots was just trash. But
so
you know what I mean?
For example, you know how in the past, whenever you would buy edibles and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
The edibles were always I would do it, and then it's it's not regulated. There's not an amount that so sometimes it's super strong and sometimes it's super weak, and then it ends up just fucking you up. Whereas this would be regulated, it's a certain amount. It's just it's that.
Yeah. It's Delta 8. That's just like
Delta
that.
8,
Yeah, that's what it was. Delta 8.
Yeah.
I was just buying her little pre-rolls because she just wanted to smoke. And she was like, oh, you bought me a pre-roll? And then she'd give me crazy head. I was like, yo, if all I gotta do is buy this chick fucking cheap weed, and she gives me a Gok 8000, I'm good. It was awesome.
It's still a turn off though. I don't really like girls that smoke.
Yeah, I just told her like go outside, like
Yeah.
don't smoke that shit in my place. But yeah, so I mean, look, if drugs were legalized, especially if they legalized cocaine, yeah, that's crazy. And a lot of these boats traveling back and forth from where chat,
Colombia.
a lot of that would just get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'll get axed.
It's
All
getting
this
axed.
2C, all this other stuff.
Bro, all this shit
It wouldn't-
at the borders
Yeah.
with these gangs that are at the borders.
Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing too much, but yeah, like all of that shit's done for. Like,
Yeah.
It's literally Trump's talking about going to war over that shit. Like that would literally stop all of that shit.
Right. Yeah, you're right. No, I
So
agree.
that's why I
agree.
think it should be legal for that. And I think weed should be legal because like I said, they just typically, it's a drug that they can target certain demographics for.
Mhm.
And those demographics are in jail because of stuff that they should be able to do. If it's my body, my choice with everything else, it should be my body, my choice with marijuana at least. I'm not saying with heroin, but definitely marijuana.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, alcohol used to be illegal too. But then what happened? You had Nucky Thompson and all them people, Al Capone selling all that shit. And
John
they're
F.
drinking
Ken-
it.
the Kennedy family. I
Yeah, they're
think, so.
drinking it in the White House.
Yeah.
And it's probably the same with the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then they can tax it.
100%. No,
So-
I agree. I think legalizing things decriminalizes it in many cases. It does give companies and legit companies a chance or a shot at it, as well as, like you said, the government can now tax it, and at least now it can be regulated.
People aren't
and
dying.
People aren't dying over it
Eliminates the black market
as much. But I do think, like I said, there's like fucking like you said, heroin and meth. There's just certain shit. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I don't
legalizing
agree with
meth
that shit.
Is nasty work.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But hey, coke is like you can be a functioning cokehead.
Yeah.
Right. Like
yeah.
some
There's
of those
a lot
other
of
drugs.
people.
It's like
90% of Miami.
Yeah, 90% of Miami are on coke.
Me and Steve are looked at weird because we don't do drugs and we in Miami. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I was dating a girl here, chat. She's a black girl. She used to live in LA. She said they used to bring a bowl of pills, and every Friday, Saturday, or whatever, they would just have to close their eyes and pick whatever was in there and take it. It could be Molly, it could be, I don't know, whatever, what the fucking pills that people take, LSD, whatever. Like it could be anything, and whatever you got that day is what you were on. And she was just I was like, damn, like I don't know why certain people just take that many drugs.
I'm gonna let Steve finish in a minute. I'm gonna let him finish in a second, but we got our guy has stopped the show. Our guy Kevin B stopped the show, so we had to stop. I had to stop him mid-sentence because he stopped the show. He came through, and I got to do another countdown for our guy Kevin B. He's going.
Shout out Kevin. Shout out to our guy Kev B coming in with the $55, and he got the from the Rello. Shout out, man. Shout out. Thank you so much, Kev B. We appreciate all the love and support. Let's try to drop a bomb for Kev.
Has he split people for less?
He's definitely split people for less, man. Thank you so much, man.
I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less. Mom.
Shout out to Kev B. Thank you, man. Thank you. That gets us down to 900, guys. Kev, man, we really do appreciate it, bro. I can't even explain it. Like, I can't even put it into words. So thank you so
Our
much.
guy, man.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and update this real quick. I don't even remember what I was saying. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we had to stop the show, bro.
Let me.
I had to do that mid-sentence. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, don't apologize, man.
I'm sorry.
Kev B came through. We're down to 900, guys.
Ligma Ball said, until you OD. But my friend, the person who said it, the initial argument was people that are going to OD are going to OD anyway on drugs. Like, it doesn't matter if it's legal or illegal. So unfortunately, you know, people that are going to do heroin are going to do heroin. That was his whole argument. And I don't think, like I said, I don't agree with the hardcore drugs. But I do think that legalizing weed saves weed and coke.
Weed's already legalized
in most places.
Yeah. But coke is like,
yeah, that's yeah, yeah. So we don't even have everything legal for weed yet. So yeah, the people that are going to do it are going to do it anyway. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't do either, but it's, you know, I don't think people should be in jail for doing weed. And I don't think that, you know, we should keep having coke imported illegally and then creating, you know, all this, everything that happens, all this violence, all the gang wars.
Yeah.
That's over coke. Like, if you eliminate that, it eliminates a lot of that bullshit. There's so many deaths over it. So yeah, people are going to OD, but it's going to save a lot more lives than it's going to take away. So
yeah. All right, let's play a little bit more of this DC Born Rob,
he said,
guys.
oh, you were talking about that girl. She was at, this dude said bitch was at a Diddy party.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah, this girl I was dating, she had a freaking wagon, man. Oh my goodness. She had a body, like crazy body. She was definitely like a stripper before, big old titties. I wish I had a picture of her. I ain't gonna put her up because then motherfuckers will find her. But she was cute, dark-skinned girl. And she just told me, like, yo, I used to do a lot of drugs. I was like she did meth. She did every drug you can think of. She's probably done it, most of them. And yeah, it was just like, damn, like what's going on? What happened in your life? And then you peel back the layer. A lot of these women have no father. They're bad relationship with their mom, don't get along with their sisters or brothers. And they're just doing stuff to cope. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things. But the only thing about legalizing drugs is a lot of people who are weak-minded, you know, they can just go out and buy the drugs, start taking the drugs. I guess you could still do it anyway. I guess like if you're, you know, you can go buy it illegally, but I just feel like legally kind of just makes it easier because you can go to a shop. But I don't know. There's some logic in the legalizing everything thing, chat. But I don't know. I guess, you know, it is what it is. I think this whole US versus Colombia situation is probably over drugs. A lot of these wars, a lot of these problems, a lot of these issues are drug related, chat, and it sucks. It's sad. I will say this before we go on to the next topic. I had a friend I was talking to, I know he's watching the show. I won't say his name, but he was telling me, so there was a previous issue with the United States and Colombia. This was a few months ago when Trump first got into office, and the president and of Colombia and our president were beefing. And what ended up happening was my friend and his boys went to Cartagena a few months ago, had a good time, whatever. And when they went to Colombia, I believe, or no, actually maybe when they were coming to the Cartagena airport, the custom guys that were kind of checking them in were giving them shit, right? And the customs guy said to them, as you know, we're having issues with the United States government. So now we have to check you. Like, they were going through their bags, going through their phones. The problem when we have these issues with Colombia and a lot of these other governments, where a lot of guys are going to these places and enjoying the women and enjoying this and enjoying that, is as soon as you touch down in that country, they're going to give you a hard ass fucking time. Okay. they're going to give you a hard time because the governments are beefing. It's like little kids. It's like little brothers that are mad at each other. Big brother, your big brother, little brother. I'm mad at him. So now when he come over here, I'm gonna give him a hard time. That's what they're doing to a lot of the passport bros, a lot of the male travelers. It almost never happens to women. It always got to be us. It always got to be us going down there doing something crazy, doing something wrong. A woman could be going down there doing crazy shit too, and drugs and this and that. But it seems like they always stop the guys. So he basically was telling me that one of his friends was stuck at the airport for like a good hour or more with being asked questions. And they were questioning more U.S. citizens than anyone else, of course, because we have that, that problem with Trump and their president. So everything that happens, guys, it affects us as travelers. This recession, it's going to affect a lot of travelers. This little beef that we're talking about now between Trump and the president. When we go to Medellin or when we go back, they could give us shit at the airport, guys, all because of this shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And give a lot of people shit. Like every American that he got an American passport. They'll look at you and okay, and they'll stamp your shit or do something, and then you got to go to some separate line where they fuck with you.
Luckily, we're not in China. We went to Asia. Luckily, right now we're not in China. I can only imagine being a U.S. citizen in China right now. With all of the stuff going on and, Trump putting the tariffs on them and all that stuff, it is probably looking at you like you crazy if you over there now as an American. So, yeah, man, shout out to Timbo. He sent in a $10 super chat for no reason at all. Just $10. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
He said he wants to open up the panel so that we can chime in. Yeah, we are at, let me see, I think we're at 35.
We gotta get to 50 likes.
I think we're at 35 likes, so we would only need, let me see. We're at 34 likes. We need to get 16 more likes. We'll open up the panel. I'll let Timbo come on early since he sent in that $10 super chat.
Shout out to Timbo.
Can you put that at 890, please?
Yes, guys. We're under 900. Thank you, Timbo. Appreciate you, man. Let's go ahead and update this number for the fundraiser, guys. We are doing a fundraiser for Medellin, Colombia. So make sure you guys send in those super chats, those PayPals, and those Cash Apps. Guys, we have another like 2 or 3 shows to get this number down to 0. So keep supporting, guys. Once we get down to 0, we're gonna buy our plane ticket to Medellin. We're gonna go out there and have some fun and shoot some content for you guys. All right. Okay. So
OG said, what's the worst y'all have dealt with in customs? Typically me and Steve know how to navigate through that. We have some ways to get through where it's like they don't really mess with you. So we know that. And then we typically have a decent time. I'll tell you this past time we went to Cartagena, though, they gave us a lot more trouble. They looked all through our luggage because we were traveling with so much stuff. But they were looking through everything. So it's starting to get, like Steve said, the tensions are rising. This never happened to us before. But I went back to the States and then I came back to Colombia again. And yes, came back again. And then I went through and I saw them giving this guy who was actually a Colombian citizen a hard time. So I actually felt better about it.
We had an issue with Cartagena this last time. That was the hardest time I've ever had coming to Colombia, coming to Cartagena. I also had issues in Japan. I told you guys I travel with a streaming backpack or whatever. And I told you guys they threw away my streaming battery. So they said, oh, this battery pack is too big. It'll catch fire. You can't bring it on as a carry-on. And they threw away like $400 or $500 worth of batteries for the IRL backpack, guys. So I had to spend another $200 or $300 buying batteries in Thailand because in Japan they threw away my shit. So I was pretty fucking pissed off, bro. And then the dude told me, oh, well, go, you can mail it. So if you go to this, UPS store in the airport, you can mail it to Thailand and you'll just get it there and pick it up. I said, all right, cool. I'll pick it up in Thailand. So I leave the line, right? Our flight's in like 45 minutes. I leave the line to, you know, go through and get our stuff checked in and go back out and go to this it wasn't even UPS, it was like some bullshit like carrier or whatever that they had, you know, some Japanese carrier. And they were like, oh no, batteries, very dangerous, can't ship batteries. I'm like, but he just told me that if I bring it to you, you can ship it. So this dude sent me on a whole wild goose chase to go, you know, ship my batteries. And then I tried to sneak them in. Of course, it didn't work because they just scanned it in the whole thing and they threw them shits away. And so that was a hurt piece, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was really mad about that because I've always traveled with those batteries, but it is what it is. I'll have to keep them here in the US. And I have little smaller batteries now that I can travel with. So.
Shout out to our guy, Travel Lover. He says, salute, bros. Just got done watching Myron's first speech at college campus. And bro, I never watched Fresh and Fit shows before, but man, Myron sounds very educated. And I agree with everything he said tonight. Yeah, we were watching a little bit of that. It was actually, I was like, wow, that's a very intelligent move on Myron's behalf. Like going to college campuses, he's going to be able to talk to people. They're not going to troll them. They're going to show him respect. And then it's smart for them to bring them on because, you know, they can, they're going to attract a large audience. That's typically his target market. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does more of these and he does like a campus tour, college campus tour. So I thought that was interesting. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. Shout out to Myron. I think Myron, I was telling Al earlier, Myron is tired of talking about the same shit over and over again. Okay, he's tired of talking to females, you know, talking to OnlyFans models, being here in Miami, talking a bunch of bird brains. Occasionally you'll get an intelligent female on the show who's very based, but for the most part, they've been doing the same show for the last, what, three and a half years? They've been doing the Fresh and Fit show. So Myron is starting to spin off and do his Fed It, whatever it's called, where he talks about different court cases that happened in the past. He's doing stuff about Homeland Security. He was doing To Catch a Predator with that Vitaly dude. You know, he has his own thing going on, as does Fresh. But Myron is much more eclectic. Myron is much more intelligent, and he's much more easier to listen to than, of course, Fresh or anyone else that's really a part of the Fresh and Fit team. So I'm not surprised. And look, I'm happy for him. Again, I don't necessarily get along with these guys personally, but I'm not a hater. I've never hated on Fresh and Fit. Contrary to popular belief, those dudes think I'm a hater, but I'm actually not a hater. You know what I'm saying? I've always been supportive of what they've done, and I think they've made their staple in the space, and no one can take that away from them. So shout out to Myron for doing something different. And as International said, he can keep it up. He can do like, what's the dude's name? The white dude, chat. What's the white dude that they keep inviting everyone?
Oh, Crowder.
No. Chat, what's the white dude's name?
Which one?
He's like the smart white dude. He looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's always doing fucking school tours. What's his fucking name, man? Come on, Al. Somebody.
This dude said the white dude.
He looks like
that. I said, which one?
No, all he does, he does debates, and all he does is just go to schools and talk to people. Chat, somebody in the chat, please help me out here. But he's basically, that's what Myron could do. Myron could basically be the guy who goes around and does these seminars and talks to kids, and it is what it is.
Oh, I know who you're talking. The one white guy.
No, I'm trying to describe what he looks like, bro. I didn't just say the one white guy.
The one white
like
dude.
Big Bill, not a science guy, and he always goes to schools. He debated Destiny and stuff like it. I gotta type
Shapiro.
Nah, hold on. God damn it.
The one white dude. I know who you're talking about.
You can keep trolling, but I'm Destiny.
Yeah, Myron is a little too. I mean, I think Myron trolls. I don't think he believes all that shit that he talks, especially the racist shit. Some of it, yes, but I don't think that he necessarily really thinks that stuff. He's also like
Jordan Peterson.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is his name? Yeah.
He also says he's black, and he's not black. Like, I don't know.
Myron
him,
does?
him and Fresh. Always talking about, yo, we're black. No, you're not black, bro. Neither one of y'all are. But yeah, Myron might surpass Ben Shapiro and gain more popularity these times because of his stance against Israel, especially the upcoming scary days. Maybe we have war with Iran. Okay.
That's what Myron wants, though. He wants to be some sort of political, like, that's the lane he really wants to go in. Fresh doesn't want to go that way because Fresh feels like they're gonna fuck up the money, but that's what he wants. He wants to kind of also be like Andrew Tate, right? But he's not. But he wants to be like that. Like, you can tell he longs to like do something different outside of Fresh and Fit, and I think he'll get there. I don't think Myron's the best. He's a great speaker, but he's not. He's good with speaking to women. I was watching him on that thing at Penn State, and he was, like I said, he doesn't look the part. He has on a bubble jacket with the Fresh and Fit t-shirt, with these stupid shoes on. He's got to look more serious and professional, and people will take his opinion serious. Just because you're rich, bro, and you made a bunch of money off of whatever you made it off of, bro, you got to look the part. And Jordan Peterson, when he does his seminars, he's got a suit on. He's speaking. He looks like he looks the part. He looks like he's intelligent. Myron sounds intelligent but looks stupid. And then, like I said, he's just not that great of a speaker yet. He'll get there though. Yeah. He's still in his 30s.
10 more likes, guys. We'll open up the panel. We want to hear from y'all. We want to hear the discussion. I'll put the link in the chat. This is going to be for Mentuition Mafia members and as well as Timbo. I don't know how much time Timbo has here, but he donated. Anybody in the Mafia can pull up. But once we get to 50 likes, we will open up the panel for everyone. Yes, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think we can go on to the next topic.
All right, cool. So speaking of recession, guys, there is a relationship recession. Okay, we're going to change gears here. We're still going to talk about recessions, and shout out again to Kev B for that 55. Still have that on the screen. All right, guys. So we are in a recession. This is a relationship recession. Okay, we are in hard times, relationships, dealing with women. A lot of men are choosing not to get married. A lot of women are choosing not to get married. A lot of women are choosing not to have kids. There's a problem going on right now, and it's because of this whole social media boom that we have. A lot of women starting OnlyFans, all this craziness that's happening in the world, on top of the real recession that's about to happen, is making it difficult for us to all get along with each other. So I came across this video by Matthew Hussey. He has 3.2 million plus subs on YouTube, and he's talking about the psychology of modern men.
Well, damn.
And he has some interesting points here. We'll play a little bit of this, guys. It's 24 minutes long. You can watch it in its entirety if you want. But I thought that this part that I'm about to start it on was very interesting. So let's go ahead and play it.
Number of adult men in the world today. Here are some stats about men. Suicide rates among men under 30 have risen by 40% since 2010 and are 4 times higher than among young women. A 2022 Pew Research Center survey revealed that 63% of men under 30 identified as single, a significant rise from 51% in 2019. The same survey found that the percentage of single men actively seeking either a committed relationship or casual dates decreased from 61% in 2019 to 50% in 2022. So what exactly is going on here?
What do you think, chat? What do you think's going on?
That's why those stats are wild.
Yeah.
What do you think? Stats are wild.
Chat, why would that be? Why do you think there's such a decrease in men and women connecting with each other? Now, this doesn't mean sex isn't happening, because motherfuckers are still out here fucking, right? Women are still getting dick down and going on yachts and having fun and getting banged out by the guy in a fraternity. So it's the sex is still happening. I think it's happening a lot more on the women's side, but the relationships are going down. What I think is people are getting their fix from the online stuff, from the OnlyFans, from the Instagrams, from the TikToks. See, everybody, this is the way I look at it, chat. Everyone has different gauges or different gas tanks, right? So there's the gas tank of attention, there's a gas tank of love, there's a gas tank of affection, there's a gas tank of how much money you make, and everything can be filled up or it can deplete, and you'll have to replenish it with more gas or fuel. And I think what's happening is the gas tank of the likes and the attention that you're getting is getting filled up by artificial likes, right? Artificial fuel from Instagram, from TikTok. And so your body and your mind can only take but so much attention before you start to get big headed, but also you start to say, you know what? I don't need a relationship because I'm getting so much clout on TikTok, or at least I feel like I am. I don't really care. Now it's funny, it's kind of scaled and there's different levels to it, right? For example, if you go to Cartagena, right? And I'm not talking about the everyday chick there that may only have 200 or 300 followers on Instagram. She's just the everyday chick that like doesn't really care about Instagram. It's for her friends and family. But let's talk about like a pro, for example. If you go to Delirium, there's a bunch of fucking hoes walking around. There's some in there that are big-headed, right? They almost act like women do here in the United States because they're around a lot of guys that have money that are coming to Delirium spending money. They think they're the shit. Like they actually think that they're the baddest bitches in the world. Meanwhile, they're not really that bad, and or they're just pros, right? But in their mind, they're getting so much attention that and making so much money, right? Dudes is in there spending $100, $200, $300 to smash, overpaying for poom poom at Delirium in Cartagena, right? That this girl, she'll never ever even care about having a boyfriend or having a real relationship. One, because she's a prostitute, but two, because the attention meter and tank is already full. She gets enough attention. So I think that there's a level of attention that you get, especially as a woman, like when women get attention, where they just don't care about having a relationship, or it's just like it's more on the back burner because it's already like she's already getting dick, she's already getting money, she's already got dudes hitting her up. Like there's this girl, I'm gonna see if I can find it. There's a girl that's on my WhatsApp. She screenshots and screen records guys in her. She's from Cartagena, bad bitch, she had a fat ass. I was on a Boca Grande it was like not even near the beach, like maybe a few blocks from Playa Hollywood. She was just walking the street. I was like, God damn. And I got her WhatsApp, and then I looked at her WhatsApp story, and almost every other story was her screenshotting American guys, laughing at them saying, oh, I want to see you, how much? And she just, her head's big as fuck, right? So there's a threshold, I think, chat, where people in general, not even just women, men and women, are getting their attention and getting their fix from these social media platforms. And so they're just like, I don't need a relationship. Like, why would I need a relationship? What's the point? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm already there. I already got enough. And then again, sex is still happening, especially for, like I said, for a lot of these women. So what's the point? She's getting money from some guy. She's getting dick from some guy. What's the benefit of her being in a relationship? In her mind, she's getting all her fix, and then she's getting a bunch of likes and dudes in her DMs. Myron said it, right? I hate to quote Fresh and Fit after we just talked about it, but let's quote him. Myron said it. A lot of these girls, you be a snobby little shit, little asshole, little, stuck up person too. If girls were in your DM every day saying, "Ooh, Poppy, damn, you got a big dick," and they really meant that shit. Like they're really, if you're a celebrity guy and women are trying to fuck you all the time, a lot of you guys would be the same way. So you can't actually even fault some of these girls a lot of times for being so snobby, because there's so many men that are just, clit riding them and just sending them money for nothing. That's what happens. So that's why I think relationships are down. It's just people are stuck in their phones all day, bro.
I think they're down because men, and they're talking about men for some of these stats. I think men are waking up and realizing that a lot of times it's a bad deal. It's a terrible deal. Marriage in America is a terrible, terrible deal for men on the men's side. It's a great deal for women, but it's a terrible deal for men. It's set up to have an 80% chance of failure. And if it does fail, then a lot of men are getting the short end of the stick when it does. So knowing that, it's like, all right, well, I don't want to deal with that. You see all these stories about the guys getting trapped and, having kids and getting put on child support and, just a lot of stuff. It's like, it's not worth it. I'll just spend my money on OnlyFans and sit at home and play video games, and I don't really have to amount to anything. There's no pressure. You know, I'll just do that. And, you know, I'll take that over. Why would I go and work hard and do all this? And, you know, it's not worth it. So I think a lot of people feel that way. I don't feel that way. I think that, you know, I think that a lot of people should travel. And it's not just travel and for mongering purposes. Travel and see the world.
I want some whole.
See the world. Go to these places. Go see everything. Go see as much as you can, and then weigh your options and say, okay, does it make more sense for me to try to date in the United States, or does it make more sense for me to date someone overseas? And if it does make sense for you to date in the United States, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people have successful relationships, and me and Steve have both had successful relationships with girls here, and we still do date here in the United States. However, you know, in my opinion, it's a lot better overseas. It's night and day difference. But like I said, it's not for everyone. Not everyone can travel the way we travel. Not everyone can afford to be overseas long term. So sometimes it doesn't make sense for them. But I think a lot more people are exploring their options, and then they're saying that, you know, I don't have to put up with this. It's a bad deal. Take my talents elsewhere. So that's my take on it. Read a couple of these comments. As far as relationships, I feel like dating structure has changed. We have access to a lot more options due to dating and other things. Yeah, and I also think that the expectations from a lot of women are stupidly high, like sky high. Cheesecake Factory's not enough. You know, that whole thing. You
Birkin
need to
bags.
buy me a Birkin bag. Amber
Chanel
Rose,
bag.
we talked about that last show. Ruby Rose just posted something recently. I put it in the
Hey,
Discord.
look, if I'm buying
She's-
you a Birkin bag, you better have Birkin bag pussy. Like, that's the thing. Some of these chicks that
I've never met a bitch that has Birkin bag.
neither
pussy,
have
bro.
I. But I'm just saying,
I've never met
your
not
pussy
one.
better be so good, tight, like it be girls that be having the wackest head game, like pussy, like and then they want everything, and then they don't even give you nothing back. That's what's crazy. It's like, oh, you better buy me this bag. You better buy me. What are you gonna do? Okay, I buy you the bag. What are you gonna do? I told a chick when we were doing our yacht party in Cartagena, I was like, hey, we're looking for girls coming to the yacht party. Da 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 da. Poppy, it's 250. I said 250 pesos. She goes, oh, no, it's $250 US. I'm like, yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. And so I simply said to her, I don't argue with women about their prices and sex workers. I don't argue. You know, there may be a little back and forth, but I'm not going to be like, bitch, you did it. There's a million of y'all, right? I simply said to her, and okay, so you want me to give you $250 to come on the yacht. I said, what are you going to do for that $250? I want to know, if I give you that, what do I get? And she got mad. She blocked me just for saying that simply. I said, okay, well, no. I acted like I was going to give it to her. I'm like, okay, fair enough. $250, great. Let me just ask you one question. What are you going to do for this? You going to do something strange for a little piece of change? Like, what are you doing for that amount of money? And this is where women try to get you. It's all a scam, right? Like, no. I'm not giving you $250 to come on for free drinks,
Free food, a
good
great
music,
time.
a great time. You're on a boat that you would never actually be able to afford.
Bro, some of those girls on that boat, they're posting stories still to this day
of the boat
that we were on weeks ago. They're so hyped.
And the bitches are jealous.
They've never had that kind of experience.
Yeah.
I had one chick that tried to get me to pay her, and I said no. And then she's like, okay, you can get somebody else. And that's what we did. It got other people. And then she saw the other people that were on the yacht having a great time. And then she got jealous. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's the funny part. Some of these girls are pros, right? But they still actually wanted to be on the boat, right? Yeah. Here's the benefit of being a woman. Like, okay, guys, let's say no Diddy, you actually have good stroke game. Like you actually have a nice size piece. You know how to stroke a chick right. She's really feeling you, whatever it is. If she can get you to pay, that's a double whammy for her. She's happy. She already liked you. Okay. She already thought you were attractive. You went to Delirium or you went to Gusto's or whatever little bar with all the pros, and the women actually think you're sexy. Like they actually like you. They're still going to try to get the money out of you, but they're like, I'll fuck this motherfucker for free. Right. And so you want to come on my boat and have fun. A boat you'd never be able to afford. It's the benefit of being a woman. Something you'd never be able to do on your own. You get to be a part of it and get paid for it. And then not only that, you're enjoying the dick. It was dick that you liked and you want to keep having. It's crazy. Like women are, they are outsmarting a lot of stupid men. And I'm just like, we gotta stop being so dumb, guys. Like I get it. Some of these girls are bad. There were some bad bitches in at the strip club. We went to Paraíso. Oh, there was some baddies in that mud, bro. But it's like, I'm numb to it. I'm like, oh, okay, you bad. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I told one bitch, I was like, yo, look, you want to come on a stream? I was like, we could talk about Smash or whatever. Like, you're just pretty. Like, I just be telling them straight up, you want to come on the stream? I got a YouTube. You want to come on YouTube? Right? You want to, like, I'm not all on her, oh, you're so pretty, trying to dance with her. I'm just like, hey, come here. You're pretty, you got a pretty face. Right? She was bad, Chad. I'm gonna try to get her next time we go to CTG. She was bad. But all I'm saying is women think, oh, I'm $300, Poppy. I charge $100 for my time. Oh, the boat is 4 hours, so that's $400. Are you fucking crazy? I'm not paying you no $400 to come on a boat, man.
And have fun and turn up
man,
and
come
post on
man.
your stories and take all the pictures.
That's just crazy, bro.
And then you're gonna try to charge dudes
yeah
on the boat, just like
yeah.
That doesn't
So
even make
those
sense.
girls that y'all saw on the boat for the CTG party, they enjoyed it. They turned up. We wasn't just handing them no $200. You know, we threw some ones. We had some fun. But hey, that's what it should be. It shouldn't be every girl gets $200 or like, are you crazy? This is like, fuck out of here.
And most of the yacht parties we haven't. Most of the yacht parties we haven't even had to pay. Like this one was only because we weren't in CTG long enough to really meet enough girls, but most of them we don't have to pay. We just pay for their Uber or whatever.
Yeah, I'll pay for your Uber.
Yeah. So
shout out to Homie Hub. He said, I had a chick ask to stay at my house, but the only thing she wanted to do was give me her used up pee. I can't get no content or bring her on stream. LOL, shaking my head.
Yeah, they think, I mean, they just think that they're the prize, and a lot of times they are. I mean, a lot of dudes, but they're not always the prize. And you're on my boat. You're on the boat that I paid for.
Yeah, I'm the prize.
Yeah. There's not a bunch of me in Cartagena.
Guys, when I was doing Unfiltered and Parallel Perspective, I knew bitches that would come on the show and the next day they'd be in a studio with Travis Scott or Kodak Black and I'm like, this mid bitch, she not even cute. How, like, as I got older, chat, my mind was blown. Like I already knew women got a lot of shit, but like being in Miami is like even more, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, it's not a hating thing. I'm not jealous, but like, think about it, guys. As a man, how do you get in the room with Travis Scott? Like, they're not gonna just let you in. You're a dude. Like, we don't want more dudes in here. So like, a female can just get into stuff just by having a vagina, and like, she don't even gotta be cute. Like, even her fat friend can, like, if her friend's bad, like if you got two baddies with like two fat girls, we just gonna let the fat girls come because these two are bad. Like, right? Like, women just, it's crazy, bro. I've seen girls come in Miami and just stand at the front of the door and just put their little bag in her hand and just look like this and look at the bouncer and keep looking and turn to the side and show her ass. And the bouncer's like, all right, come on. Like, women, it's the how easy their life is insane. And this is why people get mad at like Myron and the whole red pill stuff. But it's true. It's true. Women, like, their looks is a big deal. It's a big deal to be a pretty or somewhat pretty woman, or even just a mid woman nowadays. But like, they know that it's not all their value, but they understand, like, there's a point in which I hit 40 and 50 where I can't just stand in front of the club and get in. Like, so they have to use it when they have it, and they use it. They fucking use it, bro. So I can't even hate on a lot of these chicks. Like I said, I get it now and I understand the game. So I don't even really get mad or anything. I just go, that's the game. She's cute. She's hot. She's hot right now.
Yep. Shout out to OG. He says, hopefully y'all not dating pros, right, guys? Me and Steve don't date pros. Your favorite YouTuber dates pros, though. I mean, there's a lot of them.
I've smashed pros, and I've
smash them.
I've went out with pros, but I don't. When we say date, there's never been a pro that's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
But have I went out with a pro? Sure. Hey, let's go get some food. Let's go. Yeah. Of course.
But a lot of people won't like. They can't go up and riz regular chicks, so that's what they do. And a lot of these YouTubers do it. I took this girl out on a date. No, you paid her to be in your video, or you paid her to go out on a date with you. A lot of them do that shit. I've seen it in action. Like they're not talking to girls, and then the girls that they do have in their video are paid for. So it's. I went on a date. So I did this. I did that. So I went on a date. Nah.
Yeah.
You're paying a pro. But yeah.
Speaking of hot right now, guys, we do have a hot 100. We're going to talk, or the hot 10.
We got to talk about. We need a breaking news. We got to talk about. Or we can do the. You want to do the top 10 first, and then go into the. The new travel story.
Yeah. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I won't say his name, chat. Okay. No, let's do that first, and then we'll put him after because it kind of segues.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I said the key words. She's hot right now, meaning a young chick that's hot. She's getting everything. So that segues to who's hot right now, guys, in the travel space. Okay. The other day we went on In the Streets with Keith's show, and we were trolling him a little bit, joking around. It was funny as hell. Maybe we'll play a little bit of that. But the main question was, who in 2020-25 is the hottest travel space YouTubers right now in 2025? Not last year, not the year before. Who's doing their thing right now and shaking up the travel space and doing different things and that are putting out content that is anticipated. Okay. Should we play a little bit of it?
Yeah,
real
we'll
quick?
play a little bit. You got to come up with your list. I came up with a list.
My list is probably going to be close to yours, but I'll come up with one.
Yeah. While we're watching, it'll give you some time. You can think about it. But yeah, shout out to Keith. We're no longer public service announcement. We don't have beef with Keith anymore. We're ending the whole beefing with YouTubers, where we're going to dedicate shows and watch what they're saying and then come up with rebuttals and just flame them. We're done with all that.
Yeah, you might get 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, you might.
You're not gonna get a show.
You're not getting a full show. I'm not watching other YouTubers' content just for the sole purpose of trying to get material and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that stuff's over. But we came on, chopped it up with Keith. Trolled a little bit. He trolled back. His jokes is entertainment. So yeah, we were talking about the top 10 hottest YouTubers out right now. So you want to play a little bit of that?
Yeah, let's play it.
He said you got to give him top 10. Jesse, of the names that I named, who do you move off? Because I do believe they're having a hot start for sure.
I can name like 7 on that list.
Hey, Pop, tell them put some names on it.
Names on it. I gotta drop some names on it, man.
Yeah. Q pause it real quick. We'll give a little context. Keith was saying that he was doing his top 10, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. The funny thing is, it's like, these people are gonna have their opinion. People are gonna say whatever, and we're gonna have our opinion. So we were talking, and he was giving his top 10. Of course, he doesn't put us on there. And he puts people that aren't even close to us on there. So that's the context of this. We'll play a little bit of this.
If you claiming that, you gotta drop the names.
Well, no, you said hottest right now, we're not We're talking about just people who are like hot.
Who's putting out hot content
Hold on.
consistently on that list?
Hey,
Consistently hot content.
I think we gotta describe. We gotta figure out what the definition and
the metrics everywhere.
Yeah.
Real.
The list, like I'm saying, like the top 10 people, like that's not named Ace in Check right now that you feel like, hey, they got some motion in the space. They doing their thing. You know, it may not be live viewers, it may not be videos, it could be quality, it could just be brand recognition, it could be collab, it could be in any little metric. Where do you feel like, in no particular order, who do you feel like the movers and shakers of the space are right now? Like the video people, like not necessarily like the commentators per se, like the people go out, get footage, go live, do different things like that. Who do you feel like the movers and shakers are of the space in a particular time? Like, let's say like within the last year, if we went March to March, April to April, I'm sorry. Who do we feel like the movers and shakers are? If we go January 1st to December 1st, who do we feel like the movers and shakers are within the year?
So yeah, guys. So another part of context of this was Pop, right? So Pop was like, yo, I put out content. You know, I'm better than a lot of these people. And we were like, well, basically everyone was saying, not even everyone, but it was more like Banks and others were like, look, Pop, you're hot, or not either hot, but like you're a good creator, but you're not hot right now because you're not putting out any content. You haven't put out any content yet this year. So you can't be a part of the 2025 Who's Hot if you haven't put nothing out. And then we were talking about how can you use footage from 2022 or 2023 and then that you saved up that no one's ever seen and put it out in 2025 and say, I'm hot, but it's from CTG when there was clubs that was open back then, now they're closed, right? So there was a bunch of different things kind of thrown in the pot. We went back and forth for a while. It was a fun and funny conversation, but I think my whole thing was, and I'll let Al go, but my whole thing was the who's hot, who's not thing. People were saying, well, why should you care? It's not a big deal. I was saying that if it sparks up conversation and it makes us as creators more competitive, I have no problem with there being a who's hot and who's not, because the ones who think that they're hot that aren't in the list, that is gonna basically, you know, light a fire for them to say, you know what, let me up my content, let me do better, let me try to be one of the people that people are talking about. If it's for the sake of content creation and not beefing, or I'm gonna meet with you in Susu, I'm gonna beat your ass, I got the gang after you, and all this little stupid dumb shit that everybody keeps trying to do and act tough. We met up with a lot of the haters that we seen. We met up with Travel Squad and all these people. That. Yeah, and all these people
Little body, nobody
that will be in the chat just talking, and Travel Squad has a page too, right? Even though it's not really that active, but like, you know, then you meet them in person and they're trying to be cool. So let's just get back to the content. Let's stop with all the, when I see you, I'm gonna do this stuff. So that's why I think the hot list is cool. A lot of people think it's dumb, but I'm like, nah, I think it's sparking a great conversation and it's inspiring people to make better content.
Yeah, no, I agree. Wanna play a little more?
Yeah, we'll play a little more and then we'll give our.
Do we have when Banks pulled up? And
I don't have the timestamp, but I'll get it. I think it's coming up.
Scroll and see.
Yeah, I'll get it. Here it is.
There he is. Bank Statutory. He's me and Steve call him Bank Statutory. Some call him the Walmart Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie minus the fortune and fame. He called me and Steve Burton Ernie, but we didn't flame him back on that panel per se, just because I wanted to genuinely hear his opinion on who was on the top list. So yeah, we've been putting in a lot of work, and I wanted to see what he would say. So he called us Burton Ernie. I just let it slide, but you know, we could add a little back and forth. But yeah, no more beefs.
Our Thailand
party.
Oh yeah,
party.
Too.
All right. If you guys are just gonna glaze yourselves and not necessarily.
Keith asked what was the live of the year too. He asked what was the live of the year, and I was saying the yacht party we did. Obviously, like that's the live of the last of this century. That's the live of this century.
I didn't even say that.
No.
I had said the Rello tie stream, and then Al was like,
that yacht party was the live of the century. No live has fucked with that yacht party, hands down.
I haven't seen a live from anybody
No
in the
live.
travel space to beat that yet. Yeah,
it was well worth that little warning we got.
Yeah,
no live can fuck with that.
Yeah.
So he was like, "What was the live of the year?" And he didn't even see it, but he still was discrediting it.
Yeah.
I mean, name a live. You didn't even watch the yacht party. I know that because you were live during that time. And everybody was coming over to your channel telling you that it was crazy. But
let's see.
But I think he's
right now. It is. I would say Austin would have to be in it. But to that you say, what are you saying right now?
About Austin, he's still on it. Where he falls on it isn't very high on the list, but I think if you take into consideration what he's done in the past, I can't remove you because you're having maybe a rough 3 or 4 months. If you've had a steady run for a long time, I'll give you that grace period. Is he as hot as he once was? No. But is he still hot enough to make it on the list? Yes. Is he in the top 5? No. He's on the bottom half of the list, but he's hanging on by a thread.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, what would be the best live you think you saw all year so far?
I ain't really seen none that was really memorable.
That's cap, by the way.
All right. Cap. Okay.
This year, nah, nobody. People done some stuff and you like, okay, that's cool, but I haven't seen nothing where I was like, oh shit, like that was fire. It was cool, but nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's cool, but
yeah.
All right, what else you got?
Yeah, nah. Now let me ask you a question. Non-biased. Does Men Tuition make your top 10 hot list right now?
Bert and Ernie, they make it. They make it right now. They putting in work. I don't even like these motherfuckers.
There it is, chat. We don't need to hear any more
fucking
news. Guys,
Banks Statutory.
Banks Statutory has given us our flowers. I never thought it would happen because he's our #1 hater. But chat, all things that are doubtful sometimes come true. So I'm going to take this moment to thank all the little people out there. Banks finally likes this, guys. This is a big deal. All right, he gave us our flowers. We are, we had the most lit yacht party. We had the most epic live ever, guys. All right, so well, no, he said there were no good lives, but he did put us in the top 10. So we'll
he said we're working.
And he said we're working.
Working hard, doing all this stuff. So.
We'll take it. Yeah. We'll take it, chat. We'll take it. Yeah, man. We'll take it bit by bit, chat.
Honey.
We'll get there. We're turning heads. We're people who were detractors and haters are finally starting to be like, you know what? These guys aren't so bad. The Men Tuition boys over there, man. They actually make good content.
Hey, so we need 4 likes. Open up the panel for everyone.
Yeah.
We need 4 likes.
All right. So Al came up with a list of his top 10 YouTubers, hottest YouTubers this year, right?
Yeah, let's I'm gonna go over Keith's what he said.
Okay, so we're gonna go over Keith's top 10.
Yeah.
This is what Keith said is the top 10 hottest right now.
Keith said his top 10 was Lord.
No particular order.
No particular order. Lord, Don Banks, Austin, Coop, himself, Pob, Rello, NYC, Sin, and Zoe. Those are Keith's top 10 YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a list, and I'm going to no particular order except for the first one. The first one is Men Tuition. #1. Nobody's traveled as much as us. How many countries have we been to this year? We've been to more continents than half of the people on his list have been to countries.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Including himself. He went to what? Santo Domingo or Punta Cana?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to more continents.
Yeah. No, we've been working.
We've been to how many countries?
Probably
like 10.
Yeah.
Already.
10.
A little under 10, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe like 8
or 8. Yeah.
in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've traveled.
IRL.
This is a lot of traveling, chat. I ain't gonna lie.
Live streams. Do a show 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Nobody's outworking us.
Yeah.
Number one. The rest of them are, like I said, they aren't in any particular order. I got Don Banks. I got KBS.
KBS.
I got Flyboy.
Flyboy.
I got Zoe. I got yours truly.
Rello. Rello.
I've split people for less than that. You hear me? Less. I'm not a YouTube dork. I'm really that, bro. Smack the shit out of one of these bitch ass niggas.
Where's my mom's? Where's my mom's? Hold on, there it is.
Moms.
There we go.
All right. That's the top part of the list. All right. So Keith actually made a good point. He was talking about Coop's Corner. I initially didn't have him in my top 10. However, I started watching some of his recent content, and then I watched some of his other ones, like his past stuff, and I got to put him in. Plus, he just hit 100K. Shout out to him. I rock with his content. I'm gonna put him up there in the top 10. So I got Coop's Corner, I got NYC, I got Lord, I don't know between the number 10. I don't know between number 10.
I mean, you could put.
I don't know.
You could put what's his name on there.
I got Austin.
Yeah.
I got Austin in the 10 spot.
Yeah.
Like Banks said, I think he's barely holding on though. And I think that even though he has a ton of views, he gets a ton of people watching. I really think that he's kind of lost the luster that he had initially. So that's why I'm putting him that far down. But I think he's holding on.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Oni Osborne. He's blowing up on TikTok, and he's
blowing
starting
up on
to go
TikTok,
viral.
blowing up on Instagram.
So,
he has to take a lot of videos down
Yeah.
on his YouTube because they go too viral.
Yeah.
And then he lives in Medellin, so he's having a lot of issues with the girls there. But he's been putting out some bangers. Contrary to popular belief, no one really talks about him. But shout out to Jeff, aka Osborne Oni. He's the dude from Italy. Yeah, he's putting up some numbers and he's making some noise, so we had to put him on there. I'll say this too, chat, about the whole hot list. I think that a lot of people, that we're naming here, they really are workaholics. If you look at it, a lot of these people are putting out consistent videos. They're traveling just like us. It's not, oh, who has the most subs or this and that. It's who's hot and who has anticipation, who is really working. And look, a lot of the people that did not make the list, go to their channel. Where are they traveling? Where's the content? Where are the lives? I'm
KBS.
not talking about doing
Look at
lives
KBS,
from your couch in your perspective state. We're talking about you're doing lives and you're doing shit in different countries.
Yeah. KBS traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
In the first quarter.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have him in their top 10. I think
KBS
you gotta
should've
put
been in
KBS in the top 10.
He's
I think
hot.
you gotta put KBS in the top 10.
Yeah, he been hot.
Flyboy too. A lot of people were calling me crazy for putting Flyboy in there. Firstly, Flyboy went to Africa. He went to Ghana, put out some dope footage, getting a shit ton of views. He got like 75,000, 80,000 views
like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
on an African video.
Yeah,
from a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's traveling in the United States, even though he can't travel internationally as much. He's traveling in the US. I just watched live from him the other day. He was in Times Square. He was kicking it with a baddie, like a really pretty girl.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, a lot of people were saying that. But yeah, like you said, these people have work ethic. They're grinding. They're visiting different places.
Yeah.
They're traveling, moving and shaking. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said Ace is not on the list. I tried to put,
but
Ace on the list.
they said excluding
and
Ace
I tried
and
to
Check.
put Check on the list.
They
too.
said excluding Ace
and
and
they
Check.
said since they're so big and they're
But Ace would definitely be on the list.
Yeah, Ace is going live right now in Thailand. Shout out to Ace.
Roberto versus the World. We were talking about him, but this was like the black travel space, what they were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
So
we did jokingly. Al
I
jokingly
said Roberto. You know,
He's
if
hot.
that's the case.
Yeah.
So they said the black travel space. So those are my top travelers in the black travel space that are moving and shaking. The work ethic is undeniable. And they're out here traveling, putting up content from all over. That's my top 10 list.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that list. There's not really anything I would change on that. I think that that's a good list. I actually forgot about KBS. I don't know why he wasn't said the other day, but I think that that's good, to be honest. Speaking of hot YouTubers, chat, we got to
One of the
to
ones
this
one of the ones we mentioned.
He just dropped a new video, and this one to me, guys, is a little questionable. I don't think this chick is that bad. But our guy Don Banks, guys, he dropped another video upon their head tops.
4 more likes too, and we open up the panel. Also, Fundy, we're headed to Medi. We are raising money for that trip, so your support is definitely appreciated for that.
Yeah, guys.
We're linking up with Rello. We're linking up with NYC. We're linking up with Homies Hub. We're linking up with Oni Osborne. We're linking up with Cash Travels. Our guy Nate. There's a million people over there. And then also some big supporters of the channel. King H's birthday.
Heck.
He's over there. Our guy Heck. He's going to be there. So it's going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy time over there. And we're going to bring y'all some fire content.
Yeah. So speaking of the hot YouTubers, guys, the guys that are out here working, putting out consistent videos, doing numbers, doing well, and it's not all about the numbers. It's just really consistency and good content. Don Banks has been going crazy. I don't think this video in particular will be as big of a video. Those died.
Yeah.
I don't know if these will be this particular video will be as big as a video, guys. He now is in Thailand, guys. Okay, so a lot of people were saying, stay in Brazil. That's where it's gonna, that's where your bread and butter is. That's where the girls are bad. Maybe Al had said earlier his visa might be up or whatever, but I think this is a bad move. But I think it'll do numbers, but I don't think it's gonna do crazy numbers. I don't think this should have been the first girl he chose. There's badder chicks in Thailand. But what's your first thought?
I think this is going to do numbers, bro. He's in Thailand. Thailand's an even bigger market than Brazil.
The numbers are changing as we're talking.
He's going to do numbers. This video is going to easily do numbers. And it doesn't matter the girl that's in there. He's going to do numbers because it's Thailand. Thailand, more people watch Thailand content than Brazil. And Delta say y'all sleep on Trey Bad TV.
I fuck with Trey Bad.
Yeah, we
were
both
supposed
do.
To do an interview with him.
I think I would remove. With you mentioning that, I think I'll remove Austin and put Trey Bad up.
Yeah, I was gonna put Trey Bad in yesterday, and I forgot.
Trey Bad is killing it. He's killing it in Thailand.
And he be having bad bitches, bro.
He's killing it in Thailand. Definitely in the top 10.
I disagree though. I wholeheartedly think that the woman does matter, especially for him for his first one. I think that it'll do numbers because he's just hot right now. But I don't think it's gonna be. This isn't gonna be a banger,
bro. It doesn't. When I say it doesn't matter, I'm not talking about like she could be mud. I agree. I don't think that she's that bad. I didn't think the last chick was crazy bad. Like she had a nice body, but her face wasn't like crazy bad. She wasn't beautiful, but that's gonna do numbers. Bro, look at the comments. Like you already won Rookie of the Year, your patents that like that's what everybody's gonna say. I don't think it matters that much as long as she's decently attractive. He's showing it lit activity. This is gonna do. He's at what 6K and it's been out a couple hours. 6K views.
It's at 6K. It's been out for 3 hours.
Yeah, that's just gonna do numbers.
I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. I think it's gonna top off. But
videos gonna go crazy.
Let's play it.
90% Thai. So she's Thai, 90% Thai, guys. She's beautiful. Very beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, guy. I miss
She's
Thailand
thick
a lot.
too, and a lot of dudes
I'm
like
glad to be
thick
back
chicks.
here. too many mango smoothies. Regular size women don't have this type of body that you have. Regular size women, man, you can go out at any time during the day and you can party, man. She the first one since I've been here.
Tomorrow, second go.
Maybe today. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up, man. Thai. Teach me Thai. And then I'll teach you Portuguese, okay? So we leaving the beach club. We're out here on Bangalore Road right now, man. Look at this, man. It's crazy. Damn. I'll definitely be spending more time with her here in Phuket. And I think we have a good time together.
This is what it feels like.
Yeah. Pause it real quick. Jizscan said we ain't seen Nan in Thailand built like that. That's exactly why. One, that's gonna do numbers because of that. Two, because he's in Thailand now. Everybody's gonna watch. Oh shit, Don Banks is in Thailand. Everybody's gonna watch on that. You tripping? She bad, bro. What do y'all give her on a scale of 1 to 10?
Bro,
we could do a poll.
We do a poll. When I say numbers, I'm talking about Brazil numbers, bro. He's not doing his Brazil numbers on this.
What are you saying he's not going to hit?
He's not hitting he hit millions of views on his Brazil stuff.
Okay.
This video,
I think it'll hit.
Is not gonna hit.
I think it'll hit 1 million.
Okay, cool. So we'll watch
check it out.
Numbers
we'll
and we'll
check it
come
out
back.
in like what's the time frame?
Let's give it a let's give it.
What, a month?
No, let's give it a month.
Okay.
4 weeks. This video is not gonna be at 1 million views.
I think so.
All right, cool. We're gonna clip this, guys. We're gonna come back to it.
We'll come back to it. What
we'll
is
see.
this? May 7th on the show.
Let's do a poll, no Diddy, guys, of how bad y'all think this chick is. Rate her on a scale of 1 to 10. I personally do not think she's bad enough to get 1 million views. I think it'll do well. Numbers. When I say numbers, I'm talking about like a viral video. This is not going viral. He should have picked the badder chick. This is not the girl that if I'm Don Banks, there's badder chicks in Thailand to me that he could have done. Bro, can we go to Trey Bad after this? We got to go to Trey Bad's channel after this, bro.
We can absolutely.
Because that nigga knows how to pick bitches. This is not like, she's not ugly, but y'all, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Real life, all the weed good, all the pussy real tight. Awfully broke, keep your dollar bills right, what it feels like.
YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Don Banks back with another video, man. I am not in Brazil right now, guys. I'm here in Thailand, man. I'm out here in Phuket, Thailand right now. I've been for about 2 days right now, and I love it, man. You know what I mean? My first time coming to Thailand was probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and I fell in love with Thailand, man. It's honestly my second favorite country behind Brazil. All right, so guys, I got a one-way ticket out here to Southeast Asia, so I'll be bouncing around Southeast Asia for probably the next 3 or 4 months out here, and I'm bringing y'all along with me, man. I'm gonna show y'all how a real dime moves in these countries, man. And Thailand was the place that I wanted to start my world tour, and I love it, man. I love Thailand. I love the energy here. I love the people here, and you know I love the baddies here. So y'all know I'm gonna bring y'all along with me, and it's gonna be a show. It's gonna be a movie. You already know how I'm coming, man. So let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. Get with the Patreon. Let's go. All right, guys. So I'm at this beach club. This nice beach club right here. It's called Nora Beach Club.
Probably.
And I'm here with my good friend Fiona. Say hi. Say hi. So I'm here with my good friend Fiona out here.
No, that ain't
Look at this beach club, guys. Wow.
That's a different one.
So this beach club is called Nora here, guys. Look at this. Vibes in Thailand. All right, guys. So we're here at the beach club at Nora, guys. We just ordered some drinks right now, and I'm with Fiona, and she is.
Oh shit! Stop the show!
Right?
Stop the show! We got a special guest.
Oh, Keys.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. Hold on. Go full screen on this motherfucker. Hold on. Take that down. Breaking news, guys. In the Keys with Screets. No, in the streets with Keys is in the building, guys. He is here. We're gonna bring him on in just a moment. Don't know what he's gonna say. Probably gonna hate, per usual. Maybe he'll talk about the top 10. Maybe he'll try to clear some things up. Keys, come on down. It's time to step to the front of the class and present. Hopefully you don't fuck up. All right, let's bring in the Keys with Streets in here, man. He's here. Shout out to our guy. I don't know if I really fuck with him like that, but he's cool enough to let on the show. So let's bring him in. All right, guys, we got Keys in here, man. Give it up for Keys. He's in the motherfucking building. Keys, what's good?
What up? What up? What up? Do the laugh one more time, man. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Say, man. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. There we go.
What's good, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, nah, what up? I'm just chilling. I was trying to catch up with your show, but I wanted to catch you while you live, so I'm gonna have to catch up with the rest of it as far as the list go. But I heard a lot of blasphemy just from the skims, so I needed to. I didn't hear my name then, and I thought that was blasphemous, but I needed to confirm that that's the case.
You didn't make it this time, Keith.
Damn, that's crazy.
Not this time.
No. How do we leave out KBS? How do we leave out Trey Bad TV the other day? I feel like there's definitely some names. Trey Bad's doing his thing, and KBS, unless you're going to put him in the check realm, I feel like KBS should be in there, brother.
I don't
leave out everyone.
Unless that's...
No, yo, everybody is entitled to their own little lists. I leave KBS out of there because I don't really believe he's a YouTuber. Even though I like KBS, like a YouTube creator. Like, I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be disparaging because he's doing his numbers, he's making his paper, and that's all that matters. Fuck what Keith thinks. But I think when people think about YouTubers, they think about people they can actually see the double down on their channels and they know what they look like.
Okay.
So I see KBS like he's like a film director. Like, you know what I mean? He's a film director. He's doing his numbers. I fuck with KBS, the person. I wish he would actually show a little bit of himself in the video because he's actually a cool ass guy. But I think that's a different category versus somebody who's holding the camera, showing you where they staying at, showing you the girl they dating, being them on camera and having to be a personality. I do think that's different. It's like comparing a Dr. Dre to like 50 Cent. It's like, well, Dr. Dre did rap too, so he showed himself, but let me think of a producer that doesn't show themselves. Like,
I mean, I think he's undisputedly better than 50 Cent.
Who's that?
Dre.
Well, that's why I said Dre also has an album like The Chronic, so I'm trying to think of an artist that's just a producer who doesn't like show themselves. I can't think of a producer right now because pretty much all the producers had their own albums, like the Swizzes, the Timberlands, the Pharrells. So I can't think of one right now, but I do see KBS is a little different when it comes to YouTube personalities.
What do you think of Trey Bad TV? Do you watch his?
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think that's a perfect segue.
He got some dope ass content. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me check just to make sure, because sometimes you hear about guys and
This is Trey Bad.
Oh, let me see. Trey Bad TV. Let me see, because sometimes something pops up. Oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen him pop up like on a live stream and shit like that.
Yeah, he got some hot ass content. Yeah, it's
Bro,
all Thailand. It's definitely more lives, but he's kind of got the Twitch kind of setup thing going. But he be having
right. Yeah, no. I have seen him. He was like on a live chat, so I have seen him. So no disrespect to him.
Bro, simultaneously putting him on YouTube.
We were supposed to do a collab with him. I hit him up. We just didn't really have time, and he was busy. We were busy, but maybe next time we're in Thailand, we'll link up with him. I think the only thing with him is, let me see. I just think he needs to do a little bit more different stuff because it's kind of like him in his gaming room a lot. But he has like
TikToks
but he has some little vlogs that he does with that I thought were dope. That's why we wanted to get him on. But anyway, I think he's hot.
I think the reason why we made our top 10 is just everybody in the top 10 moving and shaking. They visited, most of them visited multiple countries. They're traveling, they're making content. That's the only reason why we didn't put you in for 2025 yet, because you haven't traveled yet. But the year is still early.
I mean,
know that you
go ahead.
You won one country, right?
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah,
that's facts.
So I think by the end of the year, you know, with you putting together content and all that stuff, I think you'll make it into our top 10. You know, even if we don't make it into yours, it's not.
I said y'all were close, but I think that even when like me and Banks talked about this and we just playing around idea, it doesn't really matter. We're just playing around. It's fun, but I really envision this list to be like a year-to-year thing, because I do believe that like you guys really did get a hot start. So shout out to y'all. But I do believe like that March, April, May is really when the travel season starts.
Yeah.
So like you know, we talked about June 1st, like half of the year, you know, kind of getting your early predictions in, and then by the end of the year, you thinking about it. But I would say like over the course of a year's time is what you really should judge. And I think, you know, whether or not I make your list, that's cool. But I think that's kind of blasphemous. But yeah, nah.
You haven't really traveled much yet.
But if you talk, if you think about, because I think you can't just go by a 3-month term. If you go off the year, a year to year, come on, man, stop it.
No, it's not year to year. It's January to now.
Well, we are.
Yeah, like I said, you know, you guys did it a different way, but I do believe you got to watch it for a year, because if you're gonna say somebody only went to one country, but at the same time, like this is Don Banks' second country. Shout out to him. I just watched the video earlier, but it's like, what's the criteria? Is one country good enough or one country not good enough? Which one is it?
Well, even the people that were in one country, they're constantly putting up footage for this year as well. So,
okay,
yeah,
respect.
In Brazil, he's done a shit ton of videos. He's undisputedly hot, one of the hottest.
What do you think of this video though? Do you think this is, because I said I don't think this is gonna hit 1 million views. I don't think that the girl's that bad. I think that he could have came harder with the girl. I think he's gonna do what he do, you know. Hey, I'm here in Thailand. I like Thailand. I'm gonna show you how we do this, y'all. Now we on the beach, y'all. Whatever. Like he's gonna do his normal thing and show her ass when he walking behind her. But I just, like I said, I think it'll do well number wise. But what do you think of his first Thailand video?
So I do believe that he shows what people mainly want to see. Now, would I have liked a more introductory video to like Thailand of like this is this, or this is what I'm doing, this is where I came from? Yeah, but I know his style was like find the chick, go to the beach, go to a restaurant. Like that's like he has like a formula, and the formula works. So I don't know if maybe I'm looking for more like from like, I would love to hear more about his actual like Thailand experience. But I know it's a lot of guys out there like, man, just show me the chicks. And I think the chick that he got like is stereotypical. What people like, hey, you know, big ass, you know, breasts, whatever. So I believe that he wanted to get right to it with no drop off. And sometimes when you're trying to be too informational or whatever, you could see a dip because people just want to see the chick. So I do want to see what the numbers actually are on that. But if he keeps this formula up and he moves it from country to country, it'll be no denying that man, he's doing this fucking thing, man. Shout out to him.
Don, I have a question for Keith. Don Banks or Lord?
Lord, easy. Come on now, like that's not even. They're not even the same. They're not even the same stratosphere to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I would agree.
Content creation wise, yeah.
As far as the creativity,
well, only because like, and eventually when I hash out my ideas of what metrics, because everybody's looking at a different metric, I give somebody a variety score, meaning how many different places they're going to and actually doing something with it. Because it's not just enough to go a place. Like, can you do a good video, a good live, or whatever? Does it do numbers? How do people react to it? Can you sway people? What's your you know, it's a lot of people that, you know, will not give me my credit, but it's a lot of people who won't even think about Brazil because of the words that I say. So, like, how much is your impact in your zone? So, I give a variety score. I give a consistency score. Lord would like max out on damn near every meter of consistency, variety, how the chicks look, audience, creativity, editing. Like he pretty much maxes out the score. Where, like I said, if Don Banks takes this formula and he goes to Thailand, next is Colombia, maybe something random, and he keeps this like trend going on where he's doing numbers and showing the people what they want to see, then yeah, he's you know what I mean, top three. Put him on Mount Rushmore.
I feel like, why hasn't anybody thought of this? Like, did it have to be? Did someone try this before? Like what he's doing now, or is he like the first one to like do this in this way? I feel like
I think
it's like he's not that it's what he's doing is easy per se, but I'm just saying, like, I think what it is with Don Banks is he has the look. He's tatted up, got the glasses. He kind of looks more smooth, and people are more like, "Oh, I can resonate with that or that." Look, he looks like the guy that you might say like, "Oh, he gets bitches," and then he has bitches. So it's already kind of like, I don't know. I just think part of his success is actually his image and the branding that he's done. It's not just a girl to me. It's a mixture of both.
I think it's he took the time to learn Portuguese. That's where he won. He took the time to learn Portuguese. He put the subtitles on. He shows him actually risen the girl, having a conversation with her, shows that he's smooth, all that shit. The chicks aren't just, I went to Dolce Vita, got a chick, paid her, did a live with her. Nah, you could tell like he actually bagged this chick, and he's showing Brazilian chicks that are bad. So I think that's kind of what's separating him from a lot of people.
I think that the formula is very, 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 very simple-ish, right? I do believe that he's doing a good job. He came in very, very polished, and I do think people should come in, learn YouTube, and like, because a lot of times with YouTube, people aren't giving you a second, third, fifth try. They like, let me click on the channel now, and if it don't look good now, I'm never coming back. Because it's too many channels, too many YouTubers. I think he came in the game extremely polished, which is cool. And I think because Brazil had a lot of content where people didn't show decent or top quality chicks, he fit in right in that spot where it did. Like that's the reason why I think, like at the time, my Panama video worked, because a lot of people didn't know what Panama had to offer. And it's like, oh, it's a story and a cute chick. Well, now Panama may be in the cars, but I caught a lot of flack for that. Got my car key, my doorknob on my house broke, all types of shit. So that's why I don't do that. But I think that's a formula that could work, and you could duplicate in a lot of countries. Having a baddie, having a look, having the video look good, and having people now consider that place because of what you did adds a lot to what, you know, your aura.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick about Don Banks, guys. This is how I kind of knew he was gonna win. Here's his page, right? He got the cartoon Fiverr guy. Like his first banner was already good, right?
And that banner was really close to my banner.
Yeah, I think he looked at your page, and I'm looking, and he was watching. He's probably never gonna say it, you know, live, because he doesn't really need to. But I'm saying,
yeah, no, he's doing his thing. Whatever.
He watched what worked for everyone. I see little bits of your stuff and other people's stuff in it, and I think, you know, he watched the Zoes and the this and the that, and then you know what I'm saying.
Well, he admitted to Zoe because he was sitting beside him, which is cool because we all learn from each other. Like I got a lot of different programs on my computer that shows me a lot of different stuff, and I know what people are tagging, so I know what they watching and what they doing. So I look at YouTube a little bit different than probably most people. Let me ask y'all a question, because you guys have been very critical about this when it comes to me. So let me ask you this: how come? I thought about this the other day, not just because it's me, but how come people don't give more credit I feel like people give a lot more credits to lives than they do shorts, and I wonder why that is.
Why do we give more credit to
No,
live?
why do you think people do?
Because I think a live audience and maintaining people's attention for long periods of time is worth more,
and it's way harder to
than
do.
a short would be. YouTube doesn't pay you more for it, unfortunately,
Facts.
because it's not a live-based platform. But I think live viewership, not even just holding people live, but then after the live, you get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views consistently. I think that is worth more than a short, and here's why. I believe that someone could take, and I said this before, back when we were going through it, I said someone could take a Keith short, which we've seen it happen. I've seen it on Instagram. Your shit still comes up on the feed from other people, and not only take it, but post it 100 times. No, there's bot pages where they just post the same short over and over. They could do.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I've seen it.
Your viral one on Cartagena. I could create a script and have some like nerdy dude just say, hey, make a server that just keeps uploading this to YouTube. It logs into this YouTube page and uploads this once a day at this time. And I could probably let that run for a year, come back and look at that page with the same plastered Cartagena short, and that channel would have, I believe, would have over 100 or 200,000 subs, because people will kind of end up clicking the subscribe button because it's such a great short, right? I think that if you go live and you can consistently get people to watch your live, or with the content, like you put out content, we put out content, and people are consistently coming back, Lord, whoever, and they're watching it, I just think that that's worth more. Not that the shorts are worth less. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's a short. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just a quick little 30-second, minute, whatever it is. That's my take on it. But it's not, but it does help your metric. I think it helps boost the numbers, and I think it's good to have. I mean, looking in even in the red pill space, just Pearly things, Pearl, Fresh and Fit, some of these people, they'll delete the short, put the short back up, keep posting the same short. Shit, whatever works. I think it makes sense to use those to boost the channel. I just think though that people are gonna look at the videos and the live viewership as more important.
Yeah, like, hey, I just wanted your take on it. I think I see it a little bit different, but I just wanted to hear what you guys' take on it was.
I don't know if Al got more to add.
No,
to that.
I agree with that, and I think that if you look at channels that yours is different, Keith. You actually make content. Your videos that you do are well done. Even though you don't keep them up because you're trying to get the metrics. When you do put the videos out, I thought that that one that you put the other day up, that Thailand one was it looked pretty good. It looked pretty solid from the little bit that I saw. I think it's different from you than a lot of other people that do that same thing, try to get the shorts to hit, and then a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are struggling with trying to keep an audience, trying to get paid from their audience, that kind of thing. People are struggling. So
yeah. I mean, that's true, because it doesn't necessarily correlate. But what I would say, and I've been thinking about this more often, is that the shorts, in my opinion, are going to have to be thought about and treated as higher almost than anything else other than long form videos. And the reason why I say that, and I was thinking of this the other day, is that a lot of people are down on shorts, or the way they quote unquote view them. But everything that's been hot, like universal, if you want to get speed hot, it's going to come by way of social media. Everything that we've seen viral in the last couple months, maybe years, I can't think of anything that didn't really come from by way of vertical content. Whether that's the Hawk Tour girl, whether that's this new Austin dude, whatever his name is, how you pronounce it, with Saratoga water, whether it's the Oneida chick, all of that those deals and those brand waves have been happening via vertical videos. So I think from shorts to reels to TikToks or whatever, there has to be a major focus on that if we want to expand beyond just, sharing the same audience, whether it's live viewers or long form viewers in YouTube space. So that's why I give a little bit more credit to shorts, is because I know that the major content waves that are happening are happening, via vertical content.
Yeah, but then look at the Hawk Tua girl, for example. She's trying to make a comeback now, and her 15 minutes of fame are up.
She already got 20 million though. I'll take that.
Yeah, I would say
I'll take that. Give me that all day. Give me 20 million after I get hot and let me die off. I can ride off into the sunset and never use content again. Go ahead.
I think if your shorts develop into some sort of brand deal, some sort of, you get picked up for a podcast, somehow, some way those shorts turn into more than just subscriber clicks,
for sure,
and maybe some views on your page, then I think it's 100% lucrative in that point. I will say shorts to me are like the sprinkles on the ice cream cone. I think you need to have them because they taste good and it makes it better than just having the plain ice cream. And I think that you're shooting yourself in the foot as a content creator, not putting out shorts. As a matter of fact, we started putting out more shorts. We had one hit, and it hit millions, but it hit like 30 or 40K, and we got subscribers off of it. And I think YouTube gives us all the tools that we can use, and we should use them. So we don't rag
for sure.
Shorts. I think it's crucial to have shorts, but I think like right now there's channels on YouTube that are just short channels. Literally, they don't even put out videos. It's just short channels. I'm like, okay, what are you doing with this channel? Maybe they're making money, but
if they ever do content though, you're not gonna get that same type of audience.
Yeah,
you have a million
but let's say some of the shorts that hit, you make a couple grand off of them. Let's say the people who are uploading them, a lot of them. Like I got shorts that 4 and 5 grand. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
roast over it. So, if like I think a lot of channels aren't going to be able to do everything. Like there's not really a channel that's like the top of shorts, the top of lives, the top of videos. You know what I mean? There's no real channels out there that's dominating like that in every metric. I guess all you can do is hope to be pretty decent at all of them.
Yeah, and you gotta put your best foot forward to do all of them too. I mean, look at Kurt Kaz, right? The one that he did in Cuba that went crazy viral.
Yeah,
I'm sure he got mad subs off of that, and not only that, his face was in it. So that's another thing too. Is Hawk Tua, all the people you're naming, their face is in the
definitely
in the short. So now you got 10 million people that saw your face. In the case of your short, it's a great short. You weren't in it, and maybe you didn't want to be in it, but of course you had the glasses. But what I'm saying is had you been in that short, Keisha, I think if you were in that short or all the shorts that went viral on your page, not that people know who you are now, but what I'm saying is obviously more people would have known who you are because they would have saw your face, right? So I think that's when the spinoffs, either the podcast or that's the dude that did the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, maybe you didn't want that, but I think your channel's even more successful had your face been in it and it popped off like it did.
To some degree, maybe, and maybe not, because for all the reasons why I can see why it works if my face is in it, I could also see why it may not work with my face in it. And I think that's some of the reasons why I like to call it stealth cam, because I don't want people to think I'm being like disrespectful when I say creep cam. But I think that's why creep cam works, because it's blanket. It's like you don't know who's the person behind it. Where I see like a lot of the comments on some of those shorts was, I wonder what he looks like. I wonder what he looks like. I wonder what he looks like. It was the mystique of it. Now, would it have made me more per se famous, quote unquote? I wasn't really going for that, but maybe. But even still, like when you're averaging 500,000 profile pitch views in a month, people went from those shorts to go look at my page anyway, just to at least see who it was. So
Facts.
there's a lot. Huh?
Well, no, I agree. I just think that I'm just saying, let's take the success of the short. If it were successful with you out without your face in it, which it was, and then let's just flip it and say it was successful with you.
Oh yeah, it would have been a lot better. 100%. 100%.
Oh, that's keys from like everyone would have known. Like people know Kirk Cass from that fucking short, bro. Like a lot of people know who he is because of that. I know who he is because of that. So I know that once you put your face in it, all I'm saying is you made the example of the Haktua girl and the all the other people you name. Those people are now out of here because you actually see who they are. If you do a faceless thing, you're gonna get the views and the money and all of that. And again, maybe you don't want the fame, but I'm saying if you get the fame and someone decides to pick it up, that's when the brand deals come and the shirts and the this and the that, because now your face is on it. So it's a double-edged sword. You got to pick your poison. But I'm not down on shorts. I think that shorts are great, and we're trying to step our short game up. We had an editor, things didn't work out. His shorts were trash, but we're gonna try to figure it out, and we'll probably just have to do it ourselves, man. Sometimes when you're putting all this shit on other people to do, man, it just doesn't work. So you gotta, how you want it to be edited, how you want yourself to look, and you just gotta take it into your own hands. You can't expect other people to edit your content for you. So it is what it is.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, I agree, and some of this stuff is just gonna have to be proof of concept until you try enough of it. You know what I mean? Throwing out 10, 20, 30, face in it, face not, pause. Just whatever, just at this location, in Thailand, in Tokyo, in this, and just seeing what works and what doesn't work. Because I do believe if your goal is like really to gain fame, and with fame typically comes those, like I said, those brand deals. You're gonna have to try a little bit of everything. But nah, like I said, I thought y'all list was blasphemous, and we're gonna have to revisit this come December. Actually, come June 1st.
Hey, we got it. Hey, man, we got all the time in the fucking world.
Yeah, I got time,
Real quick, if Al can run down this list real quick one more time, just so I make sure I caught all the names.
Yeah, let's bring it up one more time.
I have your list too. I have both of them. So yours was Lord, Don, Austin, Coop, Keese, Pob, Rello, NYC, Sin, and Zoe.
Okay. All right.
And your list was no particular order except for the first one. Very first one, number one. That's meant to it. Nobody's done anything like us this year. We number one. Then I got Dawn, KBS, Flyboy, Zoe, Rello. I added Coop's Corner because of you. I actually went and watched his videos.
He got a lot of content.
Yeah, I had watched them in the past, but I had to rewatch, and I really like all his videos are hitting. He's definitely hot right now. So I did add him to the list because of that. NYC, Lord, and Trey Bad was number 10.
Gotcha. Hey, that list is preposterous. But hey, listen, hey, I enjoy it, but hey, let me tell you, hey, oh my god, man. Hey,
who are you taking? Most of the people you agreed with.
Yeah, that was like half of your list. Or I mean, it's not preposterous. You're just saying that because you ain't on it.
That's the preposterous point right there. 1,000%.
You gotta put out some content, man. You might we'll see the second half of the season.
Hey, if your album is still going platinum, right? Like if Kendrick's album is still going platinum every month,
we're traveling.
Is traveling the only metric that you got? What about the monthly views? What about all the stuff that you've done? Like what? I don't know. Everybody got their own metric.
So wait, so the ones that you were showing the other day, were those already up on your channel, or were those edited that you?
I don't think you put it up yet.
Nah, not yet.
Okay, so that was stuff in the tuck. Okay, and then but you did the Cartagena 2 months ago. Was that's
Oh shit!
the new
Hold on.
Cartagena?
That's the new Cartagena. That was from this year. The live viewers, live chats, doing lives. Cartagena.
That was a video,
Almost
or are
robbed
you
in
talking
Rio?
about your lives?
This is his videos.
Oh, that was yeah.
Almost robbed in Rio.
That was when
was a
he's talking
video.
about how Fresh got robbed and he got his chain.
He didn't. No, almost. Let's try this again. I know y'all keep trying to put it. I mean, pause. I know y'all keep trying to.
Keith didn't have his chain for a little bit, and then
No, that never happened. That now
getting cleaned. Was that?
Hey,
that was
listen.
the time?
Hey, well, I was getting clean. Yeah.
I mean, I would say you did the I guess he in the last, if we go by the last year, you've got a lot of videos.
Yeah, I mean, that's the last year. We're talking about 2020, 25. We're talking about Q1. Who has it?
Cartagena.
Who has the game on lock Q1? And Keith hasn't put out. He went to Santo Domingo. You're making your street guide now?
No, I went to Punta Cana. Punta Cana street guide is coming out probably this Saturday, which is a banger.
Okay.
Certified banger. Now, again, you can't control the algorithm, but as far as visuals and views, banger. Banger.
Should we show one of our? We can't show our.
Yeah. I show a video.
Should we
show the footage?
We got. I want to show yours though.
Pause. Hey.
No diddy. I mean, we don't got it.
So I'm making, and this is why we can't like put out a lot of the stuff. I'm making a video now of a girl that I was dating in Brazil, and I'm putting out the video showing you how to actually date without being 100% fluent in the language, what I did, how I secured her, where I met her, all this stuff. And I don't think, and nobody's really done that.
Okay, no, I agree. I think more people should.
That's
walk
gonna
you
be
through
on
it.
Patreon though, because
Oh my
too many
God.
weirdos. Keith, there's too many weirdos. I want to put on YouTube, but there's way too many weirdos that they've tried to shut down our yacht party. They tried to shut down 2 of our yacht parties back to back and get the girls mad at us. So
Hey, remember when Steve asked this? I want to go back 6 months ago or 3 months ago when we was going back and forth. Steve said during the Flyboy era of why doesn't Keith show more interactions with him and a girl? And I said, because there's a lot of weird guys who, when they see you with them, now they want to see you do this with them. They want to see you bring them back to the crib. And not to mention, having a girl in the States makes it a little bit harder with that too. But yeah, there's a lot of weird guys. But man, something from y'all channel has got to come to YouTube in the form of a decent edited video. I do believe that's important. I know a lot of people lost on the art of video making, but I do believe, like, if you talk about that top 10, most of the people can put together a decently edited video.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a few things in the tuck, but there's 1 or 2 that's just, it's not quite, it
ain't there yet.
It's
We'll
not
show
there
it.
yet.
When can we expect to see it? Wednesday or Saturday?
I'll show it on Wednesday.
Because Steve's working on one video, I'm working on the other one. We both been grinding since we're here in the States right now, back in the studio, have all the equipment. We've just been sitting down. We worked all weekend, and it's coming together really nice. So it'll be up soon. I say mine will be done by Sunday, and then we'll have yours by when? This Wednesday or Saturday?
I'm gonna have the beginning on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Hey, I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it looks like.
We got the Brazil 101, and then we got the Al's how to date without knowing a lick of Portuguese. So we're gonna get those 2 going, put those up on the Patreon. It should be. These are really big drops for us, like especially the Brazil, because we're doing Rio, Sao Paulo, and Salvador Bahia, guys. We said it earlier in the stream, so we're gonna kind of encompass all of that. It's gonna talk about carnival. It's gonna talk about dating. We're gonna do the clubs, the brothels. Everything's gonna be all encompassed in one thing. So it's crazy. We got a lot. Like, bro, we had a 6 gigabyte, like a
Just a video,
7
one
gigabyte video. Yeah, I don't know
clip.
what the fuck we were recording that long. I can't even
Carnival.
download it.
That was Carnival.
Yeah, like I'm trying to download some of the shit that we have because we put some of our shit in the cloud, and it's so big of a file that I can't even. I gotta figure out if we even still had an SD cards of that because. But yeah, we got a lot of footage, and we're gonna definitely bang people over the heads. What we might do is just start putting out, like you were saying, Keith, maybe like some PG guides, PG guides, like super PG, and just call it Brazil or some shit, something super simple. Because
it's gonna be 101.
We can't even Brazil 101. We can't even put it what we want to put. But
yeah,
part of the reason why our channel blew was the titles, was the shock value, was the thumbnails. But you know, YouTube don't like that, so we gotta figure out ways around it and be more clever with it and still get the message out there because I think it's important. So.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes slow and steady is, you know, sometimes you could go max level. I got a lot of clips where, because I go a lot of those places that's kind of turned up, like the Sioux and Thailand that I could throw on the channel, but you know how strict YouTube is, like you just don't even want to risk it. It's like, okay, well, hey, let me just chill, let me do what I can, but be mindful that you know you lose monetization. That's a huge part of income that you got. Lose a huge part of like footage you might lose. So I get that and I sympathize with that, and that's why I say, like, man, you know, to the other creators that come up, like, hey, man, you probably could risk it, but it probably ain't worth it. Just kind of scale it back a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. So before we let you go, Keith, man, what's next for your channel? What's next for you're going on another trip, I think.
Before you ask that, we got Born Hustler in the building. Born Hustler, can you cam up real quick just so I can?
Born Hustler. If you got a cam up real quick, we can see you, and then we'll you don't have to stay cammed up the whole time, but we do want to see what you look like, brother. That's black. We couldn't see nothing. Turn the light on.
Yeah.
Pause. No diddy.
Might be on.
Might be.
That's probably him.
Could be a troll. Is Born Hustlers.
Born, I've never seen Born Hustler, but like I normally do the verified by whatever, and he should be straight because he comes up on the panel most times.
Yeah. I see him.
All right,
I see him.
I'm put Keith on the big screen.
What's
what
good?
up, Born Hustler?
What's good? What's good?
What's up, Born Hustler?
Shit, coolin' Keys. What up?
What up? Just chilling.
What's up, man? You got something to add to the convo, man? We appreciate you coming on the panel, brother.
Man, I just got on here, but I don't even know what y'all talking about. Really, I just hopped on, seen the stream, and I just clicked it.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. hey, appreciate your educated analysis of what we talked about tonight. No.
Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. No, we're talking about, you know, a bunch of different topics, man. We're talking about Thailand, Colombia. We're talking about editing. We're talking about 1,000 different things. I mean, if you have any game, any knowledge, or any questions maybe you have about travel, any of these places we're talking about, we'd love for you to, you know what I'm saying, give your input. Do you have anything on those topics?
I mean, I'm currently on on my little world tour right now, so you know what I mean. I'm in South Africa right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking about going to Thailand. Actually, I was supposed to be over there right now, but I never made it over there. You know what I mean? So
never made it over to Thailand.
I never made it over because I was planning on going to Brazil for a week, and that turned into 2 months.
Hey, that could easily happen. I'm not even mad at you, man. So how's what part of South Africa are you in?
I'm in Johannesburg right now.
Okay.
I've been here for about 2.5 weeks, and I'm loving it. I was in Kenya for 2 months, but I actually like it out here better than Kenya.
Okay. That's what's up, man. We actually haven't been to Africa yet. We plan on going very soon. Definitely gonna hit up South Africa for sure. Shout out to Calais got in the building. What's up, Calais? But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Do you have a YouTube channel, or you put out footage from these places, or you just travel, don't really bring a camera?
Yeah, nah, I just, you know what I mean? I just travel. I don't really do the YouTube, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I just,
Okay, where you from originally?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey. Okay. A lot of motherfuckers from Jersey, New
And
York.
Northeast, man. Northeast runs the fucking YouTube space,
Yeah,
man.
what's up with that? I be asking a lot of motherfuckers, like, why does it seem like there's so
I,
many New Yorkers and people?
I think because New York, from what I can tell, is such a big mixing pot, and you may interact with, let's say, a Dominican or somebody from some other country and be like, you know what, I used to like so and so. I'm gonna go to the source. And I think because they got cheap flights and it's like the international hub, whether it's like Ellis Island and stuff like that, that people are more accepting of travel. And you know, what I mean, like, I think that's what it is. It has to be that. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I think because the zoo is so close and shit, I think everybody from the Jersey, New York, the Northeast area always go to the zoo and then move on from the zoo.
Yeah, K9, what's good? Calais, what's good?
What up?
What's
What
goody,
up?
man? What's good?
Hey man, thanks for joining the panel, fellas. We appreciate you, man. Just wanted to bring y'all up on the panel, see what y'all had to say. K9, I know you got a trip coming up soon, I think. Calais, we were just in CTG with you, man. K9, before we let Calais go, what you got going on? I know you said you got a are you going to Medellin, I think?
Yeah, I'm going to Medi, but what I really wanted to say was I think you and what's that dude's name, Keith? Yeah, him. I think both of y'all list was preposterous. That K9 wasn't on there. Not fucking with y'all. But what's good, man?
hey, K9, I definitely agree that their list was incredibly preposterous. But again, we gotta hold it down, put the work in, and let the footage do the talking. But it was
We'll revisit
preposterous.
that Q2.
Yeah. I mean, look, in June.
Hey, y'all need to get some apps so y'all can look at the views per month. And there's a lot of shit y'all be hyping up, just don't even.
Yo, Keith. Let me ask you a question, dog. Let me ask you a question, Keith.
Go ahead. What up?
You didn't have Mentuition on their list, right?
On my top 10 hot list.
Yeah.
No. They would have been no. I don't really calculate it as 2025. I understand everybody wants to cap it at 2025, but I think like a year stretch is a good time to see. Like, I'm not just counting what Don Banks did in the last 3 months. I'm saying in the last year's time, what did Don Banks do? What did Lord do? What did Coop do? What did Sin do? Because I think you could have a cold 3 months. That doesn't kick you off the hot list. Like, it's about a yearly time. So I didn't have Mentuition in the top 10. Mentuition honestly would have been like, I probably would have gave him a solid like 12, you know what I mean? Maybe like, somewhere in that range, solid 12.
Who was number 11? That's my question.
No, a solid, yo, hold on. Think about this real quick. Of all the people who sign up for a Gmail account, because that's all we are is dudes with Gmail accounts. Of all the dudes that sign up for Gmail accounts and load up a couple videos, even being 10, 9, 15, 17, 20, man, that's still pretty damn cool. Like, so I did have Pob on there. Pob, you could have made a case for like where you see kid greatness at. You could have made a case for this new dude Skitter.
You putting kid.
No, I'm just like some people made a case for kid greatness. I said I need to see kid greatness not so attached to Austin, because when Floyd was with Austin, Floyd was hot.
He was hot,
but
Floyd was hot. He was.
But the moment Austin was away, then it kind of peed it off. So yeah, so
number 11 is Floyd.
Nah, Floyd's not hot no more.
So Kelly got give me I guess what you're trying to say, that I didn't have Mentuition on there.
Number
yeah, and you and I mean, for your own opinion though, but when they don't have you on the list, which is kind of valid for 2025, because for the fact Mentuition have been in 5 countries in the past 3 months.
Yo, as my boy Banks says, it's just as important to me of where you go, of what you do and how the people react to it. Because if you go somewhere and even if it looks cool, if the people don't respond per se, nobody's really hyping it up, the views and the numbers not doing okay, because if we giving people points for views and how many views they get per month, we also got to take some away if it don't hit. Like, so we gotta be fair with it. Like, it's not just enough to do something, it's how you do it and how effective it is. So one thing I can say is that when I announce something or when I do something, like, the space reacts to it. When I say I wanted to do a versus, the whole space talked about it. When I said I didn't want to do a versus, the whole space react to it.
That's a fact.
Like,
That's a fact.
so
But let me ask you a
like
question, though. Let me ask
go
you a
ahead.
question though. When Mentuition was doing a collab with Rello, wasn't everybody talking about that?
What were they talking about it because of Rello, or were they talking about it because of Intuition? Let's just be honest.
Both.
What they would have talked about
Everyone was talking about how crazy the stream looked. Like, even you said,
Are you
you
talking
like,
about before it happened or after it happened, Peace?
No. I'm saying Mentuition contributed to that right there, 100%. Like, y'all made it look lit. The camera quality was better than anything Rello had ever done. However, much like Kid Greatness, how much do we assign to that when y'all are doing something with Rello and the space is in tune, and you guys are doing something by yourself and the space isn't in tune?
Sure. So here's what I'll say to that though. Before we did the live with Rello, I
Okay.
think the hype was Rello, and
Right.
it's just the supporting cast. Maybe they didn't know what to expect from it. But once it happened, in the duration that it happened, while we were doing it, and then after,
and then the quality dropped significantly, and they were like, "Where's Mentuition?"
Yeah. So it kind of like, hold up, these dudes are lit. Their quality's good. You need them back. And now, what's cool about it is though, Rello now, and even the cool thing about these collabs, I think, is just really the fan base of whoever we're doing it with. Even with Zoe, is like, oh shit, okay, these dudes are really. So the collabs are like, it might be more hype on that person, but once that collab happens, it's boosting our hotness and more people are anticipating the next thing we're going to do. So I do agree, certain things we do may not hit as much, but the consistency, the views, okay, that is part of it. I agree, that's part of the metric. But if you look at the consistency, the quality, you put everything together, and maybe the views is maybe sometimes not the best part, we're still like, look, I still think we're in the top 10, but hey, if you put us in the top 12, that still says something, because at least you're looking at it like, okay, they are making noise, right? So I'm not mad at anybody's list. I think that's
like I said, everybody has their own metrics. And I do say, if you take away views and you just say, what does the quality look like? What are people doing? Like, what is the artistry in it? I think you change that list dramatically. So I agree with that. I think everybody has, like I said, everybody has their own metrics. For me, I look at a little bit different stuff. Like, so I'll look at, let's say, Mentuition is on a yacht. Cool, they having a blast. Mentuition got 45 people in the building. Keith is at home in Maryland, just talking, kicking it with the homies. We got 175. To me, that says something. That people ain't just coming to me and saying, I fuck with Keith when he's doing something. I fuck with Keith whether or not he's sitting and just chilling, just kicking it with the fellas. I think that's a metric too.
So pretty much you're saying that it's based on views, not on
No,
content, not the product.
No. I didn't say that at all. I said it's a couple different things. Like, views do matter. The reason why we talk about Don Banks the way we do is because he has the views too. But I'm also saying, creatively, if I drop a video today, people fuck with how the video looks. Like the Cartagena video, in my opinion, it looks a lot better than what's going on in the space that even may have more views than it. I think there's so many different things to look at. It's not just, okay, Mentuition went to Thailand in January. Okay, I went to Thailand in September. It's still within a year's time. I went to Brazil, right? In that same time too. So we're all doing the same stuff. It just depends on how it looks when it comes out.
You didn't put out
the Thailand footage though.
I did not. You're right.
Didn't put out the Brazil footage.
The Brazil footage is on my page right now. That's the robbery video. Go ahead. That video looks pretty good.
That's one video.
How many videos you want me to put out in 4 days of being there when you guys aren't putting any out in 3 weeks? I'm asking.
He said from his mouth, his goal was one video a week.
You are 100% right, Al and Steve. That was my fault for overstating what was going to happen. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, what you thought you were going to do at the beginning of the year is completely different than what it is now. My focus right now is securing funds, investing in a lot, because this world has completely changed. If you look at anything what's happening with the government, all our focus has got to be a little different than when I thought I was going to trick my life away and put out some videos all year. Now with the market down and like I'm really focused on like, okay, I need to really put a lot of my dollars in investing because this is the time. This is the time right here. This is our window. So instead of going,
Intuition started off talking about that as well, right?
Yeah,
So they're aware of that as well.
yeah. So what my plan was at the beginning of the year. Hey, they say everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like you want to see God laugh, make a plan is what they say. So restructuring how I think about the year is different, but I won't make any excuses because it's about the content. All I can say is that there's so many different metrics that you can look at. If you look at my chat, nobody has more memberships than my chat, period. I don't care what creator you pick out of there. You won't see more memberships than anybody's chat.
The memberships is membering, huh?
Hey, I don't care. Go look at anybody's chat. We got the highest number of members. I don't care, with no exclusions on that.
Hey, Keith, you took one of my points, though. You took one of my points. The point I was going to make is dudes saying like the hot list, right, or the top 10 or whatever. One thing about Camp 9 is I do the same amount of views when dudes are actively traveling on a trip, sitting at the crib. That's one. And the second point I want to make, and I'm going to be out, is Don Banks. That chick was a baddie. Matter of fact, he finally made K9 want to go to Thailand. Because I was like, fuck Thailand. I ain't never going there.
K9. I don't know about that, bro. I was just about to say something about
She
that.
was a baddie.
K9 pulled the glaze out for that one.
I seen some strong
She was bad.
features. I seen some strong neck bones on that. On I don't know what that was, dog. I don't know what that was, bro.
Assuming that that's a woman, because I know how. Assuming that that's a woman, she was a baddie.
Hey,
don't put Keith in there. I ain't got no comment. Go ahead.
I mean, shit. I mean, at the end of the day, shit. I mean, you the Thailand expert. You the expert.
Keith.
I mean, I don't know, dog. I don't know, dog. The chin was looking strong. I don't know, bro.
Hey, the only thing. This is what I'll say about Thailand.
Hold on. I got a soundbite for that.
Did y'all see that video?
Stop it, man. The only thing I'll say is that I really do genuinely believe that was a natural born woman. But when you talk about Thailand, you get into that scary realm when you see chicks with exaggerated features, whether it's ass, breast, face. And I said last year that I
said a ton of makeup too.
Yeah, when you see those types in Thailand, you know to stay away. But I said last year I started to see more chicks that said they were chicks and were on the chick side of the street, because you know Soy 6 is a chick side and it's the other side. Like on the chick side that were allowed in there that were like more exaggerated. I'm like, Thailand gonna get dangerous if they really start leaning into surgery like that. So
hey Keys, I'm gonna just say this though, dog. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to keep looking and see. Hold on, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to keep questioning, is that a dude or a girl?
Hey, man.
That's why I can't really fuck with Thailand for that reason.
I seen that video, dog, and I know I'm not the only one, dog, because I seen the comments of people in them comments. I seen that video, dog.
Thailand is scary, bro. Here we go. Y'all want to see some scary shit? Hold on, here we go. This shit's scary right here, gang. This is scary. Oh, it's an advertisement. Hold on.
On May 10th,
while that's going on, while this advertisement is going on, the travel lover brings up a good point. He said Skyler had the most memberships if his numbers are valid.
Yeah.
Where do y'all put Skylar? Is Skylar in y'all top 10?
Ooh. Let's play the video first.
I think a lot of the viewers looking at you are like, that's a pretty girl, but you have a penis. You could impregnate a woman.
Maybe in the future.
When did you transition genders?
I think I transitioned when I was like 15.
I want to bring your boyfriend from the back here. Roman, come on in.
Hi. Yeah, we're dating for a while now, and we're very happy together.
Did you know you were into lady boys?
I don't think he into lady boys.
Yeah, I'm straight, and I'm dating Chini.
Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense if you think about it a little.
Hey, Thailand's scary, my nigga.
I saw that video. That is a little scary.
K9, you say you want to go to Thailand now?
No, what I'm saying was, go ahead, Keith.
No, I just wanted to address the travel lover. I clicked on, and again, I don't know. Maybe I'm uneducated, but when I click on Skylar's Live, I don't see any symbols beside any of his people's name that are members. So I don't know where that number came from or that metric, because there's not a single symbol I see in this chat.
I know
when you go to my chat, it's symbols by everybody, and that's standard. That's not like something you got to make. Now my people do have their own symbols, but I'm clicking on a couple different lives and I don't see no symbols in this whole chat. So I don't know.
Tyler's Patreon game is he got a ton of Patreon members too.
No, yeah, like I said, that's a little harder.
Keith, let me ask you a question, right? So Keith, so like that chick on that video, right? So like, would you did a video with her?
No.
From them features that you seen?
No.
Okay. Mentuition. I know y'all seen that video. Would y'all did a collab?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
Because even man, sometimes perception is reality in YouTube world.
Exactly.
What'd you say,
I'm not
Keith?
gonna sit here. I agree with Keith's point. I think it might be a woman. However, is everybody on YouTube is gonna say that that's a man?
Yeah, whether or not it's just for hate or whatever it is, sometimes perception is reality. I'd rather not take that swing and I'll just find something else, even if it's less bad, a little 6 if I got to. You know what I mean? If I had to, just because, like, I know, like, anything that looks even a little bit weird, how much beef I've had in the YouTube space, man, they would be killing me right now.
Breaking news: Keith is
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even, if y'all wouldn't have said that he was in Thailand, I didn't even know she was Thai. I thought she was like something else. You know?
Yeah, she kind of looked.
That chin is a little pointy.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I wouldn't.
Them
I
chin
wouldn't
muscles, you know what I mean? Hey man, they was a little too tough. Them chin muscles, dog. That's a dude, and I don't know, dog. Let me shut up.
Yeah. Nah, but hey, listen, he doing this thing.
She looking like Mariah Carey right there, though. You know what I'm saying?
Not
If you wouldn't have
bad.
said nothing,
Not bad at all. I mean, honestly, hopefully it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, not bad, man. I think I want to see what he does next. Like, what the next video look like? I think he doing his thing, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see. I'm following this story closely. I'm interested to see what he does next, because I've seen some other creators like the L check-ins and people like that, have a super buzz at the beginning, and then like, how do you transition to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing?
Well, the thing about El Check-in was he stopped making videos.
He making videos like 2 a week
now, but didn't he stop for a while?
Not that I saw. I didn't see a break at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is then.
Well, sometimes that new algorithm.
Yeah, hey yo, Keith, I'm not hating on, but Lord officially #1 after this video done dropped, dog. I think he done fell down a couple spots after this one, dog.
Hey, shout out to the homie Lord, man. He's doing this thing. Extremely happy for him.
Hey, you gonna have to make another Krispy Kreme sign, Keith, and give it to my
for
manager.
What?
You gonna
you
gonna say Lord is #1? Yeah, more hustling. We can get him a Krispy Kreme sign too. Make his the red one.
Hey, K9, man. Hey, man, you gotta keep it real, dog. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep it 100, bro. I mean, it is what it is.
Who do you put in the #1 spot? K9 Mentuition.
I ain't got no top 10 because that shit is already tainted. That K9 didn't make it. Fuck y'all 10 list.
Man,
Nigga, y'all
K9,
shit.
I'm gonna be honest,
Y'all
K9.
shit is
You
fucking up
need at
already.
least 3 more trips before you even. Hey, you need a minimum of 5 trips before before you can
But
enter
remember
in
before
the
that, you were just
conversation.
saying if you had a platinum album, you could ride that for, you know what I'm saying? I could make it to the many trips.
K9,
K9, you
my
gotta go
platinum
to wealthy
album.
sizes too, bro.
Hey, my platinum album, I had 833,000 views this month, and I ain't dropped nothing in 2 months. So that's a platinum album. Go ahead.
That's pretty good.
I feel like
Pretty good, just
go ahead.
pretty good. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, you can do a milli without dropping, man. That's
K9,
pretty
K9,
good, man.
K9,
Go
K9. But
ahead.
how can niggas put you in even the top 30? All you do is, I mean, you do lives all
Uh
day.
oh. Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Born Hustle. This
Now
is
the
no
thing
Nah,
attack.
is,
We
bro,
just
this
hanging
K9,
out.
K9 the homie. I'll be on the lives. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it
no.
real.
I'm gonna explain it
I'm not
though.
about
You
to
know,
sugarcoat
K9 no
shit.
duck no. No, you
Nah, I
know
know
K9
that.
no
I'm
duck
not
no
saying that.
smoke.
I'm just
I'm known
saying
for
though, like,
that.
you know what I mean?
I
You do
no, I'm gonna
lives.
tell you how. I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
how. Because I already told everybody I'm trying to get it out the mud. I didn't want to have to put no fundraiser together, so I can't go financially ruin trying to chase the #1 spot. I'm gonna get my trips off and get it
Hey,
out the mud
Mentuition
how I've
like
been
that
doing.
right
I'm not
there.
really going for the #1 spot. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
But
Oh
yeah, I gotta
man.
be strategic with my bread. I gotta buy some investments. I gotta, shit. I got a real life. But I
I'm
will
actually
say
looking forward to your Colombia trip, K9. I'm looking forward to that shit though. I ain't gonna
I
hold you. I
appreciate
want to see
that.
what's
I
next.
appreciate it. I think
I'm
that's why
looking
I said
forward
I
to
think the
everybody this time.
anticipation's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see K9's trip. I want to see Pob's trip on I think he's going 17. Like I'm gonna watch everybody's trip.
This month is like the month that we gonna see the making or breaking. Pause. Like this month is like Mentuition is going out there with Rello, NYC. Pob is gonna be in Asia. I'm gonna be in DR. K9 gonna be in Colombia. Don Banks is obviously in Thailand. Ace is in Thailand. If I had to put my bottom dollar on it, I would bet that Zoe is on his way to Thailand. Um, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting month. It's gonna be an interesting month for content. I think it might have been quiet the last couple months, but I think this April, May, and then on to June, it'll get quiet in the summer because then prices are gonna be high. But then that August, September, October, yeah, we're gonna see some stuff.
Yeah, nah, man.
Mentuition might go from 12 to 10. Can they knock in order to be 10? In order to be 10, you gotta knock
He's always
somebody
going
off the
down.
list.
I mean, that
That
should
is
be
true.
all.
You would have to knock some
You
people
got
off the
some
list,
class
huh?
me on
You
your
gotta
list.
knock somebody off the
Obviously, if you're
list.
claiming up.
Got a lot of non-travelers on your list.
Hey, stop. Yo,
Shouldn't be hard.
everybody is traveling. What are you yo?
Yeah.
Mentuition took 3 trips and all of a sudden became Anthony Bourdain. All
He
right.
never stops traveling.
The very first prerequisite to be on your list, Keith, should be you have to be a traveler. And you got motherfuckers on there that ain't even travelers. Like they haven't been nowhere in like 2 years.
Bruh.
Hold on. In the top 10? My top 10,
Yeah.
everybody traveled.
Okay.
Key, since November, we've been to Medellin, what? 3 or 4 times?
Does it? Yeah. Medellin.
We've been to Cartagena how many times?
3 times.
We went to Asia. We've been to more continents than some of the people have been to countries on your list.
you bugging, bro. You bugging.
Hey, okay, cool. Hey, you guys got how much does the travel score? And this is where we got to divvy up the pie. So whenever I go live or whatever,
that is bro. We firstly we've consistent. We're the only YouTubers in the travel
talk that shit
that are consistent. We consistently do a show every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday for 3-4 hours. We have jobs. We have investments. We got businesses. We got stuff we're working on. Nobody outworks our work ethic.
Okay, hey, we'll give you we'll give you a work permit. All right, that's 2% of the score. All right, now
Work permit.
Went to Japan. Went to the
That nigga
Philippines.
Keys is
Went
a
to
king at throwing
Thailand.
low blows.
Bangkok. Padia. Like,
hey,
how many cities this year? Like 50?
y'all give a score for like, and again, I don't want to sound like an elitist or whatever, But when you have so much to do and so much to see that you haven't, that does make it a little easier to say, let me go over there. But I was in Thailand twice last year. I was in April and September.
Okay.
So was I supposed to go in January too?
I've been to
Like,
Brazil a
But
million
but
times.
we're
Like,
not
what is
talking
that?
about you, Keith. We're talking about the
no,
people you're putting up.
okay, hey, Mentuition, tell me, just like I made one of our guys, one of our main guys, Barks. I said, Barks, if you want a wrench, you gotta take a wrench. So if you top 10, who are you kicking out? Who of my top 10, who are you kicking out personally to say Mentuition?
Let me pull
Huh?
up top 10 real
Yeah,
quick.
we're gonna put it up.
And don't say Austin, because I think that's blasphemous.
We won't even have to kick him out. We'll leave him in.
Kelly God, I want you to who you kicking out of this list too, because you got the hot glaze sign on too. So we want to make sure that you put
This
your input in.
nigga.
Hey
This
man. Hey,
nigga.
first of
He
all,
got his glaze.
Nigga.
He does the first shift.
you're not
K9. He
Wait, who you
opens the
talking
store.
about? Who you
we're
One
not
talking
thing I
gonna
about?
don't do.
Kelly God.
Hold on.
He opens
Let's
and
get this.
he
Let's
opens
get
and
this.
closes.
Let's get
we,
things.
we
Let's get
taking we
things.
taking
One
Pop.
thing straight. Let's
yeah.
one thing
We
straight.
taking
Hold on.
Pop.
Hold on.
We taking
Collect.
Pop's spot
Hold on. We gotta get
respectfully.
one thing straight.
You number
Nigga
11,
like
but
me,
we're
Collect God don't need a
definitely
glaze. No other dude, dog. Let's
That's
get that
I,
out
right.
the way. All right.
Hey man.
so you take it. So Pop is moving to 11, is what you're saying.
Shout out Collab, man.
yeah.
Okay,
Easy.
all right. He's an easy guy, dog. Hey, Banks would agree with you, and
Banks
I
would agree.
think, huh?
And
So
Banks is
yeah,
Banks.
Banks,
He's the
Banks.
end all be all. Remember?
No, I know that he didn't say that. Neither did I. But after Banks really like did some cross interrogation, even though I'm a fan of what does, if we talking about recently, we gotta admit that he hasn't really put out much that's new. So
But he ain't been nowhere in 2025, just like a lot of people.
But
You
even
know
I
what
if
I
we
understand.
go
mean? So
2024,
are
you
we
look
still
at all the
going on
places we've been.
2024? Because we got to talk about what have you done for me lately. Like that's how you know what I mean. It's
No,
Yeah, man.
2025.
You gotta put out.
We
hey,
can't
but
talk about what
hey,
niggas
like
did in
my
the
boy
past. What
Pop
you doing
says,
right now? What are you
I'm gonna give
doing
my
right
boy,
now?
a shameless plug because he ain't here. April 17th. Make sure y'all checking out my man Pop. You know what I mean? He get ready to change the game,
Nah,
man.
Keys, that
I
goes for
hope he does.
everybody, dog. I ain't talking about just him. Like niggas talk about what they did in the past. Like what you doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop had a
Don't
great
nobody care
trip.
about what you
Yeah.
did in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. He
We don't
had
care if you had we don't care if you was up 200,000. You might not be up 200,000 now. You talking about the glory days.
Bro,
Don't
that's
nobody
Oh,
care
shit.
about that.
2024.
That's just like the
I was
old
in
heads.
Brazil
They always
for
talking about what they did in the past. Nigga, what you doing now?
mm-hmm.
yeah. 2024. I was in Brazil for half the year. I went to Peru.
Okay.
Went to Medicardi like 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
So Mentuition and I do say with YouTubers, I would like to watch them over the course of a year or two because sometimes some people have a hot year, then they fall off year two. Some people start off slow, get hot year two. So you
Hey,
said
ask me if y'all agree with this. Ask me if y'all agree with this real quick, and I'm gonna bounce. If y'all leaving and traveling all together like the Golden State Warriors, and that means somebody got to lose a point. Because this y'all should have set up like the Golden State Warriors. So if y'all don't perform, whoever don't perform, they come back. They already dropping down a rank or so. You know what I'm saying? Because that trip
Mhm.
is set up to win. Does the panel
What?
agree with that?
What?
I'm saying like when Mentuition,
I think this
NYC, Relo,
Medellin trip. Damn, Medellin trip. Go ahead.
yeah, the Medellin trip. It's like the Golden
Getting
State
tired.
Warriors. They loaded up with all stars. Whoever
I wouldn't say all
don't
stars. They're more
perform,
like
y'all
the
dropping down a rank in my.
Clippers.
I lost.
Hey,
I mean,
somebody
they
might
set up
drop
like the
out.
dream team or something, the
Somebody,
Globetrotters.
somebody,
You
somebody
know what I'm
might
saying?
drop out after the
So,
trip.
let
Might
me
not
ask
get
y'all a
paid yet.
question. Who's the winners? Who wins the most, and who? Because somebody, I agree with K9. Somebody's probably going to take a back seat on that trip. So who do y'all predict is going to be the winner? Who's going to take a back seat on that trip? Because when you got that many people, in the pot. You got yourself, Intuition, you got NYC, you got Rello, you got Homies Hub, and I'm sure you're gonna have a couple other people with channels joining in.
Ain't Lord out there?
Oh, Lord is in Medi too.
Is he gonna be there? I don't know how long he's gonna be there.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
I-
What's your prediction?
I mean, I think that there's definitely going to be people who take the back seat. It's going to be too many content creators and too much to watch. I think that. I mean, I'm gonna say.
Do you think it's going to take away from Pop? Because Pop's
Oh,
going
yeah,
on
Pop,
his
yeah.
trip, and then everybody's going to be in Medellin.
But everyone's gonna be in this, like, doing content on the same days.
Yeah.
Pob's on April 17th. Rello hits Medi at April 17th. We're gonna be there at the same time. Rello's gonna be there. Then you got all these people trying to go live, and Pob's gonna try to go live. I know that for a fact. Pob's been talking to me behind the scenes about going live. I'm gonna be going live. So I think that if you're talking about who in Medi's gonna take the back seat, I can't really say. I think the thing that I think NYC has going for him is he has a lot of people that are like just rooting for him to win. I'm seeing his lives
all
every
of
day.
New York.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All of New York. God damn. Yeah, he got the state.
They're
That
gonna
L
be,
train.
they're gonna be I think they're gonna pump him up no matter if his trips is good or bad.
Yeah.
I think it's not really a losing situation for him unless he just has like a completely
He can't lose,
whack-ass
bro.
trip.
He has people on his panel for like 12 hours straight to just sit there and talk.
I don't think he loses because I don't know how great the content's gonna be, but I think just people just tuning in, he's gonna have people tune in.
Yeah, for sure.
But-
and that's a win in itself.
Rip
So
is gonna be better, and who's gonna? I don't know, and I don't think NYC. I don't know what he's going to Sasua. This is a different beast. Sasua and Medi are two different things. So I don't know. I don't know, but I know that we're gonna be
ready
lit.
for
I know
Medi.
that people gonna fuck with the shit that we do, and when we link up with Rello, that's gonna be lit. And even when we do shit without Rello, like we ain't gonna be with Rello all day, so we're gonna be doing other IRLs and other content we're gonna put out. So I think we'll be fine, because people are just gonna be like, well, what are these dudes doing? Rello will be fine. NYC is already coming in under at least Rello's making it out to like, this is my trip. He's a supporting. Like he's just coming in under me. That's how Rello's, you know what I'm saying?
So where's Pop going? April 17th.
I don't even know where Pop's going.
Thailand, man. Thailand.
Oh, okay.
I mean, then that should be
the
good.
Mecca.
He ain't even going to get in. He's not going to be able to fly into Thailand and be ready to shoot when he lands, though.
I mean,
he's going to need a couple days to.
Oh, you talking about the time difference, jet lag?
He'll have the time difference on his side because we'll be asleep or we'll be doing something else while he's live. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good trip. I think it's highly anticipated.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to be clever at how we shoot, how we go live, where we go. It's a lot of thought put into this whole trip. We thought about, certain cameras and angles and whatever, but me and Rello been talking behind the scenes. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Okay, let me ask you a question now, because Pop gonna be outside moving around. Now is Rello gonna be on the couch again? Is like is that gonna make a difference?
Rello hasn't been on the couch on any of the trips that he's been with us. He's not gonna be on the couch.
We make sure when we link up with him, we're not doing no couch footage. Everything we do with him.
Hey, make sure y'all clip that because when they all sitting on the couch, as when they got the pataya, they were all on the couch for a second. They think we forgot.
Well, that was like an introduction.
Introduction to the couch. But
exactly.
I can't wait to watch. I mean, like I said, I'll be at home. I'll be watching.
Keys, tune in, man. Tune in.
I'm tuning in.
Get the popcorn.
I'm definitely. I'm gonna give it a fair score. I'm gonna be fair. If the shit is lit, I'm like, okay, they did all right. If the shit is,
what do you think about this comment, Keith? Sin and Pob are homies, but if y'all allow me to speak my mind, I believe Mintuition has outworked Pob and Sin in 2025. What do you think of that?
Again, I don't just constrict this hot list to 2025. Like
And
2024. Okay, let me think about. So Sin did do a big move, so that's one. So because I think you were trying to hit it as Sin. Sin last year he went to Brazil. He went to Medi twice. I think he went to San Andreas. He went to CTG. He went to Brazil to visit. He went to Costa Rica. Top of the year. I'm trying to think. Top of the year, where did he go? I can't remember top of the year. But he moved around. He went to Brazil last year for Carnival. He went to Brazil twice last year, right?
He went to Brazil once. He was down there for Carnival with us at 2024. That's when he met us.
Okay. Then he went to Hako, I think. He did Medellin twice. I know that for sure. CTG twice. I think he went to like Santa Marta or something like that. And then he moved to Brazil. So that's a pretty solid year too. And you guys went. Al said he went to Medi. He went and y'all went to Brazil and Peru, right? Brazil, Medi,
Well, remember,
CTG,
though,
Peru,
but also, Keith, it's
and
not,
multiple times too. Go ahead.
and not just where you went, where you drop content on. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we go by where we went, I mean, it's he's saying outworked drop content more than Pob and Sin is what Travel Lover says.
Now, okay. Again, because we all have so many different metrics. Sin also killed the daytime live every day for like 2 months straight.
He did.
That's
yeah,
a fact.
he did.
That's
he
a
did.
fact.
He did.
That's,
a fact.
so
he was consistent with that. He
was
stopped for
holding it down.
Back and he's doing it again.
Yeah. So I do believe that there's room for him to put out more videos. If I'm just being fair and objective, there's room for him to put more videos out as well as myself. That's why I said we need to revisit this June 1st. As of now, Sin just dropped 2 videos, a little GFE video, kissing a chick. Make sure y'all go check it out. I think that's the reason why we ain't getting so many videos. He over there loving it up. But anyway, that's my guy. So go check those videos out because he is dropping. He is trying to go live. He did an in real life stream with 2 twins. Went to the club like a 4 or 5 hour live. He's moving around too. You know what I mean? So that like I said, June 1st at the earliest is when we really need to revisit it. Y'all are gonna be back from y'all trip. I don't know what y'all have scheduled after that Medi trip, but after that, like come June 1st, we got to reevaluate the list and see what's going on.
Now, Keith, we talking now for me? Like I said, I always talk about what have a person done for me lately. But are we talking about like overall? You will be on that list.
Well, on what list?
Shit, I said the overall list. You know what I mean? Just like the overall list. We're not talking about we talking about we talking
he would
about
be on
MVP.
overall.
Yeah, we talking about MVP. And we talking about what have you done for me this season
Lately. Okay, what you done for me lately?
Yeah. But are we talking about like an overall? You know what I mean? I think you will be on that list. We talking about overall. You know, like okay, they had an MVP list for the NBA. Whatever. Okay, boom. But then we talking about overall. The best players in the league. We ain't talking about who's scoring the most points, who having the most assists, rebounds. That don't always mean you the best.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
So which list would I be on and which list would not be on? So I'm not confused.
No, okay. So right now you wouldn't be on the top 10 list.
The hot list? You said I wouldn't be on the goddamn hot list, Born Hustler? What's wrong with you?
But he said
Yeah, right
overall.
now you wouldn't. You know what I mean? But overall, yeah, you would be on the overall list. Like Mentuition, they will be on both lists right now. You know what I mean? Like
shit!
Certain people will be on both lists right now.
Talk that shit. He said y'all would be on both lists.
Nah, cause they
and
hustling.
Keith would
Them
be
niggas
on
is
one
grinding.
list.
They grinding. You know what I mean? Every time I turn, they got live stream. They moving here. Them niggas, they be grinding, bro. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with people.
I
that
go
hustle.
live twice a
No,
week,
you.
Born
That's what I'm
Hustler.
saying. You be grinding too.
Yo,
But the thing with them is they
what
moving
are we
around
talking
also.
about,
They
man?
not just going live. They moving around too. Now you be grinding too. Don't get me
All
wrong.
right.
Shit, you be grinding. You be putting in hella work.
Anything
Shit.
we can show from this video.
There's
All right, hey, listen. I ain't worried about it. This Saturday, Punta Cana Street Guy coming out, the most visually stunning video in the travel space to this date. From this year that I've seen. So hey, listen, we putting out videos. I'm tired of hearing y'all talk all this nonsense about all this work y'all putting in. Y'all, it's a difference between busy and success. And I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like when you really put your editing game to the master at work. So forget all the talk, man. Nah, I enjoy this live. I enjoy talking content. I swear I do. But Born Hustler this Saturday, all I want you to say is, nah, that was all right. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was all right.
You going live? You gonna be
No,
live?
no. Punta Cana Street Guide.
Okay.
It's a video this Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead. I was wondering when I was gonna put it out, but I'm tired of hearing this.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Hey man, y'all, come on,
Let's see
man,
it.
y'all,
We
come on, man.
shit. We might have to get that Brazil shit ready too for this weekend.
That's the goal, man.
Yeah,
It's
we
a
might
lot
have to
of
get
editing.
that.
It takes a long time to edit a video, and that's why people don't really mess with it. It takes a lot of, especially if you focus on sound design, editing, pacing. It takes me a long time to figure out where I want to cut, where I want to. You know what? This don't look the littest, so let me take a little bit of. The food took this long, and I didn't get the right shot, or I didn't get this, so let me change this. That takes a long time to do, but nah, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. June 1st, man. Yeah. Let's revisit this.
The streets are saying that they want us to do a collab, Keys.
Yo, I've been hearing that. I think that if that's the case,
Are
I
you
think
willing? Hold up. The question is, are you willing to do that, Keys?
I'm
That
willing to
shit'll do
do whatever.
numbers. That shit'll do numbers. Everybody will be able to see that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I got the street team is the best team. So Mentuition Mafia versus the street team.
You would be coming to the Mentuition Mafia. Like you would leave C3 and you would just
Yeah, okay. The C3 is gone, but the street team is alive and well. But no, I mean, yo, I'm open to a lot of collabs as long as they make sense and as long as the thing I think that would work between me and Mentuition, if it ever happened, would be that we're both hyper focused on production value. One, two, we all travel. Three, there's backstory for backstory, so it's whatever. I think a lot of things about that work, and I'm interested in doing collabs that make sense for the public. Put your best work out. Are you lit? Can you talk to chicks? Hey, as Steve says, I can't hide the Riz when I'm sitting right there and he got the camera on me. You know what I mean? Hey, he can't hide. Hey, listen,
and
me and Al can have a push-up contest or whatever it is. It can be funny for the people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Some 40-yard dash, push up.
Oh man, come on now. But no, I think that could be dope. And like I said, like I've been saying before, even with the battle and the reason why I decided to step away from that, like I'm tired of all the phony beef and all of that. Let's just play around. Let's just have fun. We got one life to live. Let's just get over that. Focus on the concept. We want to be competitive in that. I know coming from me, like I've done a whole lot, but now I'm just, man, let's just get to the content. None of this stuff matters when I'm looking at us arguing over 100 people in the chat, and I'm looking at Speed, who had, what did it say, 3.8 million or something in the chat the other day. It's like, man, what are we even talking about? Like
They
let's
out
just
there
get to it.
bag.
Yeah, facts.
Crazy. Speed going.
But I gotta get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming on day before yesterday. So I wanted to come on, tap in. So till the next time.
Next time.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, peace.
All right, peace out.
Yeah, man. No, it's a good live, guys. We appreciate everybody, man. It was a good.
I'm gonna check in on the next one.
Yeah,
appreciate you pulling up.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother. That was Born Hustler. Our guy Calais in the building.
Yeah, ho.
What up, Calais?
What up? What up? You didn't even really get a chance to speak. What did you think about?
I mean, I was just hearing and observing, but if I have to speak on certain shit, of course you're gonna hear me voice out and whatnot. But it was a good show. It was a good show.
Yeah, man. It was a good show. While we're talking, we can look at some booty chat. This is on our locals. Sign up for the locals, man.
Man, the yacht party was fucking lit, bro.
Yeah.
This is somebody else's.
This is we went to this yacht party. We gave y'all footage, but if y'all want to see the real yacht party, the banger yacht party, the CTG with Collab going crazy with the biddies.
I wasn't there, man. I wasn't there.
Yeah. You wasn't there. Yeah, man. So,
I was just asking Steve. I'm like, is there a PG-13 part of that we could show? Like,
No.
Nah.
Steve said he's gonna edit it down or something.
I'm gonna try.
You gotta
Good
put
luck,
like
man.
little emojis over.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Good luck,
There's a lot
bro.
of ass in this too. This joint can probably get us in trouble.
They said that's cool that Keith and Mintuition squashed the beef. Now will you guys shake hands with Banks?
Uh-oh.
Nah. Sorry. Nah, I'm just playing.
Hey,
who
man.
knows? Who knows?
Hey, man, anything's
knows?
possible, bro. But
who knows?
You know,
We're not beefing in 2020, 25. We're done with that. Like Keith said, we can come and exchange jokes and crack jokes here and there, but it's not gonna be this beef, all that shit where we're spending time watching people's content just to talk shit. We just gonna focus on the channel, focus on y'all, and bring y'all the content. I think content's over everything. I think that's a lot of people's mottos this year, content over everything. So that's the way we're focused on this year. Travel, get the content, and bring it to y'all.
Yeah, and I like that the space is turned that way. Like I said, I feel like not that the era is completely over, because I'm sure some bullshit will happen, but it felt like everything was like that. And shout out to Razor Race, but it was like that, beefing, yelling, screaming, talking ish, and I'm like, all right, we gotta, and that's why we try to kind of stay away from that for the most part. I mean, we got into it with Keys, but like I even stopped going on Razor's panel as much unless it was to talk about something positive, because I felt like I was only coming on there to talk about negativity or argue with certain people that really, a lot of the dudes that we arguing with or having these little back and forth with is all for jokes, and or they don't even travel. They don't even have YouTube pages. They're not even actually doing anything. You feel me? So I was like, man, let's get back to the content. Let's get back to the beauties, the ladies, the yacht parties like y'all see here. This is what everybody wants to see. We want to see bad chicks on a yacht in Brazil. Like, I want to see drone footage. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, the best places to eat or the best places to go. I want to see, you know what I'm saying, stuff like this. Like, this is what we, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I, and Al, both of us, we kind of shied away from it because it's taken away from the content. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much. So
shout out to our guy Quavius in the building too.
Quavius,
I saw you, and I forgot to shout you out earlier too, brother. Yeah, that's our guy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Collab, what you think of the show?
It was dope, man. It was dope. At first I thought, y'all was talking about who's running it in 2025, but everyone has their own opinion, which is, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about how we running it for 2025.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like for 2025, who's running it?
Champions.
Yeah, I mean, goofy. Yeah, but nah, I think that I think it was a good show, and I think just everybody pulling up was dope. But yeah, Collab, we gotta go on another trip with you, man. We gotta definitely link up next time you go out of the country. We gotta do that again, man, because that was super fun.
That was lit, man. Like for
hopefully everybody comes along too. We can get more people on the boat, and maybe even get a bigger boat next time with more girls. Like, that's the goal. That'll be super dope. But yeah, Collab, what's going on with this whole you and Al going back and forth with this hockey stuff, man? Y'all be cracking me up, man. Talk about Ovechkin.
You know me, I'm DC. I'm DC on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I always support DC teams, and of course, Alex Ovechkin, the greatest scorekeeping ever in hockey, and of course, he's from Pittsburgh. Of course, he had the little hate in his blood. You know what I'm saying? Trying to discredit Alex not being a GOAT and whatnot. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not as big of a hockey fan as I am a football fan, but I definitely respect OV, of course. You got to respect Sydney and all the people we have too, but I think that OV's definitely, you know, he's
He's like fifth or sixth best.
You said.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. You're talking about drugs. Al, you need to
I didn't even say that.
stop
I didn't
using
even
drugs,
say that. But yeah, man. So yeah, guys, we'll probably wind down the show here. I think it was a good show. Guys, we do have our fundraiser. We got to get this number down on the next show because we got to get this plane ticket. We got to get to Medi. So, you know, in between now and Wednesday, send in your support, guys. You can cash app us during the show or even after the show. You can send in super thanks. Whatever you guys send in, it helps us a lot because without y'all, man, we really wouldn't have been able to go on all these trips. That's one thing I meant to say to Keys. Keys was kind of making fun of when we were on his panel. Oh, y'all did fundraisers. Yeah, but that's how you can go on more trips. I want y'all to understand something. A lot of these people, guys, are not going on trips because of what Keys said. I got to get my funds together before I Well, guess what? If your subs rock with the content that you're putting out and you do a fundy, they'll send you there, right? There's power in numbers. If you have 20 people sending you $20, right? You have people sending you, shout out to everybody, Clay, Kev B, Miyagi, Heck, everybody, every
King
single
H.
person, King H, every I said Kev
Timbo today.
Timbo,
myself.
Yeah,
we
I
said you.
Clay's been killing it. Like everybody has been.
Then we got the people that are in the Intuition Mafia, Quavius, Mr. D.
Yeah. So
there's a million people.
A lot of
There's
these,
way too many people to name everybody.
Yeah.
Our guy, D, what's his name?
CBB.
CBB.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. It's not even a naming everybody. It's really what I'm saying is a lot of the people who aren't traveling, chat, they're not traveling because they're not thinking. They're making fun of the fundraisers or they're making fun of the support from the channel. Guys, everybody uses the support from their channel to get things. Fresh and Fit are big and rich and driving Maseratis and Lambos, and Fresh is driving around with all these cars because of his channel, because of the super chats that they get. At one point, Fresh and Fit had $1 million in super chats a year. They were one of the biggest super chatted people supporting them channels in the YouTube space a year or two ago before they got demonetized. So stop making fun of
Steve,
huh?
Scratch what you just mentioned. Look at Steve Shannon Sharp and Chad Oates, that cap. They be getting super chats off the strength, like based on the
look at the
supporters.
5150 show with
Corey
Holcomb. The nightcap. Yeah, you're right. They're literally that's part of what they're making, guys. So a lot of people are like, oh, you're doing a fundraiser. Yeah, the fundraiser is an outward thing saying, hey, we're trying to raise, get this 890 down to zero because we're trying to go to Medi. If y'all send us to Medi, here's what we're going to give you guys back. There's nothing wrong with that. The only time you should be mad at a fundraiser is if you paid your money and they went and they didn't go, or they went and the shit was complete trash.
And they didn't try.
And they didn't even try. That's when y'all should be like, man, I'm not giving them no money no more because I'll watch. But you know what I'm saying? But when y'all give us the money, we do what we say we're going to do. And let's say we can't. We find something else to do, right? Hey, if y'all give us money, we're going to go to a favela. We're going to hit up, you know what I'm saying? We're going to try to do a favela party. If we can't do a party, we're going to do this. And then if we can't do that, we'll do a yacht, right? We always have some backup plan, but pretty much we're like 100%. Everything that we've said, we've done, guys. And like I said, the one thing we couldn't do or two things, we found something else that was just as fun, if not more lit. So that's the thing. Kurt Kaz, think of the biggest YouTuber, Ace, check. They're all making money from the support, the super chats, the Patreons they have, and the viewership. Yeah, I Show Speed, all the membership. Yo, Speed
got members. He got super chat, $100 super chat every 10 seconds. He's getting $100 super chat.
It's everything encompassed in one. So don't look at Relo or this channel or that channel and go, oh, they're doing a fundraiser, they're this, they're broke. No, it's we have these supporters, and if we can use the support and the love that they have for our channel and the content we put out to send us different places. Yeah, like back when fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was out, like niggas, yo, if Fresh Prince at their height, like are at the second season, people would be like, if they'd have been like, yo, we need $5 to keep this show going, mad people would have sent in the $5 because they fuck with Will Smith and they fuck with the show, right? If you fuck with the show and you fuck with the people, why not donate to them? You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to say, man. So don't knock it. You know, we want to give y'all some kick-ass content in Medi, and we need y'all help to get there.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that.
JCE 10 NYC says millionaires get donations all the time, on social media, and no one looks down on it.
Yeah. And a lot of millionaires, guys, they just group fund stuff. They don't even put up the money for stuff. They get it from investors and people who believe in them. And if you're doing a campaign, you're Trump, or you're trying to beat Trump in the next, you know, well, he may not be able to run again, but the next election that comes up, you got to get the money from somewhere. You're not going to always just fund yourself. You need people to believe in you. So to me, it's better when y'all do the funding, a fundraiser, because then it holds us accountable.
Yeah.
If we just pay for all the trips, then we're like,
and our fundraisers are a little bit different. The way we look at it is we're 9 times out of 10, we typically pay, well, I'll say 10 times out of 10. We pay for the vast majority of the trip. Like for Thailand, we raised $1,500. Man, that shit costs way more than that. Like we paid for the vast majority of everything. And we use the money to cover one plane ticket. But we still paid for the other plane ticket. We paid for all the flights to go to all these other cities that we went to. All the transportation, the B&Bs, the food, all the other expenses. We just asked for that.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking that. I'm saying, I'm be honest though, you know, as the channel grows and through y'all's support, shit, we'll do more fundraisers or do more, hey, like, let's go here, let's go there. Like I would like to do even more fundraisers for other, you know what I'm saying? For if we could fund the whole trip, that would be dope. But I think that, you know, there's something to say about our supporters and you guys watching and helping us out. Like we really appreciate it. And that's why we just keep going, you know, not to say we were ever going to give up, but we thought about like truncating the show, not doing it as many times a week and focusing on other things. I'm like, nah, we got to do this show 3 times a week. We got to give them some IRLs. We're doing it because we fuck with y'all and y'all fuck with us. And we're going to keep doing it. And y'all never know what y'all going to get. Now that we back in Miami, like I said, I'm trying to meet up with academics, fucking 6ix9ine. Like y'all might see me with Antonio Brown.
Nah,
like, we got so
no. We don't want you. We don't want you hanging around with 6ix9ine. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I've already hung out with 6ix9ine though. That's what's funny. He's on my stream. Or he's on a couple videos I got. Yeah.
That rat bastard.
Clay will not be. He will not be tuning into that one.
He be going to the strip club that sometimes.
Yeah. But even the strip club stuff. I went live from the strip club. Like I'm just trying to do different shit, man. And I hope that, and I know that everyone appreciates, but I hope a lot of the new subs and people that's just kind of onto our channel, they appreciate it. Because like Keith kept saying, numbers. I'm like, yeah, but our numbers, we had high numbers and we had millions and millions.
If we still had, I mean, we would be at like 50, 60, 100,000 somewhere.
Oh, we'd be more
way higher than we were. Our video, we were getting like 100 subs a day.
Yeah, it was a lot of subs,
but
bro.
Like I said before, man. Like I said, man, you got the mafia, you got core people that believe in you. So to be honest with you, subscribers don't mean shit. Yeah, it's cool to brag and all that. But if you have, to me, it's like this. Would you rather have 1 million followers and no engagement, or would you rather have 50,000 and you have people that's engaging in your shit, supporting your channel? You know what I'm saying? That's way more important. Subscribers, it's to brag and to say, yeah, I'm the shit and blah blah blah. That don't mean nothing if you don't have nobody supporting you. But you got some core supporters. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a reason, Calais, why Zoe, these people were doing interviews with us, right? And they respect our channel. I want people to understand, the naysayers, you got to understand there's a reason why Keith says, oh, y'all still, yeah, y'all hot. Like, y'all in my, I won't give y'all top 10, but I'll give y'all 12. Because they know, like, okay, these dudes, someone said it in one of our comments, y'all are the smallest, biggest channel I've ever seen. Y'all are putting out some crazy dope ass content. It's only a matter of time before that content catches fire again, chat. So just remember, you know, slow and steady wins the race, but also you never know when that viral moment will happen or that big break will happen, right? There's been a couple of things that have almost happened that I think would have propelled the channel or propelled us in some way, maybe not even Mentuition specifically, but like I said, we kind of got close to speed, almost kind of got a chance to do some camera work for him. You know, like I said, people may hate 6ix9ine or whatever, but whoever we meet, academics, there's always an opportunity somewhere sliced into all of this. And then not only that, forget the other people that we might use to propel the channel or to whatever. We still have a lot of content in the tuck. We still got our guides. There's a lot of things that we still have that we're gonna piece by piece be putting out, and it's like I said, we just gotta methodically do it now because we got banned, and we just gotta figure out how we're gonna do it. But me and Al are cooking up some stuff behind the scenes, and we got some dope ass videos about to drop. So the content, here's what I'll say: the content is good. It's good content. Like, people fuck with the show and they like it. It's just now it's about getting it out there, getting it to go viral. That's the next part. We've already been viral before. How do we go viral again and continue to push? But share, you know, those of you that are watching, share the content. Hey, this is a good show. These dudes are good. It's funny. They talk a lot about Colombia. There's no other show like our shows. That's what's good too. We're not trying to copy anybody. All of that will pay off. So we're gonna keep hitting y'all with the dope content. Miami Swim Week's coming up. I can't wait for that because I'm gonna be around some. Y'all gotta tune in for that. Models with swimsuits on, baddies. We gotta go. We gotta do that again. And when we do that, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna get some baddies on. What they going? Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I got a damn. What I have? We got a all access pass to the last swim week, so I'm gonna try to get one this time. We might go to the damn behind the stage and talk to the girls, whatever. But it's just like I said, I'm just thinking of shit that I know y'all would want to see, and just what I would want to see. You know what I'm saying? That's really how I'm modeling the content off of. So, but like supporters like you, Calais, and everybody else, man, that's what we need, man. It keeps us going, man. It really does.
No doubt, man. Just like I said, man, keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all, you know, of course, the network is totally different from everybody, and you don't want everyone doing the same shit because it'll be oversaturated. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to sign out. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that I'm not going to be in Medellin, but I will be in Medellin later this summer. I'm thinking about running back to CTG and also going to Aruba in Nigeria. So that's I'm looking forward to that. But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know, the Washington Commanders. We're about to make some noise. Yo, man. Yo, Al, man. I got a jersey just for you. We trying to jump shit. Burgundy and gold. It's not black and gold, but it's burgundy and gold. I got a game worn, you know what I'm saying, Trent Williams jersey. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to.
It's all about the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles, man. Fuck the Eagles.
Nah,
man.
I agree with you on that. Fuck the Eagles, but y'all are in the NFC.
Shout out to
y'all
Jay.
good.
Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Jay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Jay almost over there with the Eagles. But yeah, man, it's really all about the Steelers. But y'all in the other conference, so y'all could duke it out.
Like I said, man, we making noise, man. We just got Wes Walker, a wide receiver coach. So
Wes Welker.
He was the coach. He was a receiver coach for the Miami Dolphins, but now he's with the Commanders. So Luke McCaffrey is gonna, you know, learn some. I think the receiving corps is gonna gain a lot of knowledge based on him. And like I said, man, I think it's Super Bowl bust this season. So I'm looking forward to it. I usually don't talk about Super Bowl, but like this last season,
because y'all can't. There's nothing to talk about.
I'm sorry, but the last time, what was the last time you even smelled AFC Championship, my dude. What was the last time?
Hey, man.
Bro, we're the best organization in football, bro.
Yeah, the best organization. You asking for the head coach to be fired, bro. You have no
does need to be
quarterback.
fired.
How do y'all the best? How do y'all the best right now and don't even have a quarterback right now?
Bro, he's still gonna do his 10-7. Bro, he pulls people off the practice squad. Like we had a guy named Duck Hodge. Like Ben was out for the season. Mason Rudolph was out for the season. We had Duck Hodges, and we still ain't have a losing season.
Bro, you don't disrespect,
Tomlin's
man.
the
Don't
best
disrespect
at
the
being
Pittsburgh
mediocre.
Steelers. Y'all have the toughest division, bro. You got Baltimore. You got Cincinnati.
Man, they're all
and you still don't
trash.
have a freaking quarterback, bro? Come on,
They're
man.
all trash. We don't need one.
All right.
We're good. We're gonna get
Sounds good.
We're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, who I don't want. I think he's trash. We're gonna get him.
Diva, huh?
They're waiting to announce it. I think he's already signed, but Pat McAfee has a show in Pittsburgh, and he's from Pittsburgh. And I think Aaron wants to go on that show and announce it. It's this week. So
poor Steelers.
They're gonna get him. I hope they draft Jackson Dart. I hope they don't draft a running back in the first round again. I hope they learn from Najee. And win that 7th.
Well, we'll see about that though. But yo, salute to the channel. Salute to the Mentuition Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But yeah, I'll hit y'all up in the back end because I'm thinking about running back to CTG because like some people didn't get a chance to see the the yacht party. So should we run it back?
I think we have to.
Run
I
that
think
shit
we
back.
have to.
Run that back, turbo.
Yeah, I think we'll have to. We'll do a Mentuition trip, a formal meetup. We'll pick a location. I think it's better to be closer, so maybe a CTG, maybe a DR. We'll see, and we'll do it big. So yeah.
All right, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Yeah, ho.
Yeah, ho. Appreciate you pulling up, bro.
All right, y'all. That was Collab Productions in the building, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that supported this stream. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button. We appreciate that, guys. Likes are free. We're gonna go ahead and wind down here. Class is dismissed. Before we get out of here, guys, we're gonna go over our
Patreon
and locals
housekeeping.
The housekeeping. Let me bring it up here real quick. Yeah, guys. So I was actually playing this in the background. This was a yacht party we did. This is not the official Mentuition yacht party, but
we can play this video. We can play like that one part
of her.
Yeah, before I do my thing. But
we'll play it on the next one.
Okay.
Play the next one. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys sign up for the locals, mentuition.locals.com. Okay. It is free to join. However, if you guys want to see the behind the scenes, not safe for YouTube stuff, it is $9.99 to sign up. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the locals. Again, guys, make sure you join up. Next up, we have our Patreon. That is patreon.com/mentuition. This is where you guys are going to get all the sauce, all the uncensored travel guides, plus all the not safe for YouTube content. We have 3 tiers. The first tier is our general admission tier. You get free access to some of our not safe for YouTube content, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and special Discord access. Next up, guys, we have our VIP tier. You get free access to all of our not safe for YouTube content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answered per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off of consultations, 10% off of merch, and even more special Discord access. And last but not least, we have our all access pass. This is how you guys can support our channel at the highest level possible. If you really rock with our content, you can sign up for this tier here on our Patreon. You get 1 free consultation per month, up to 60 minutes, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 11,000 remote jobs, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP discounts, and VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties and other events, Patreon exclusive content on our website, services, discounts on our tour guides, and 20% off the merch. Also, guys, don't forget to sign up for our Discord. That is mentuitiondiscord.net. It is free to join our Discord, guys. You can talk about your travel plans that you have coming up in the near future. And last but certainly not least, guys, join the Mentuition Mafia. That is our YouTube membership. The link is down below in the description below this YouTube video box. Okay, I want to see more people signing up for the membership. It's only $3.99. It'll help us out a lot. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys so much for yet another lit stream. This is damn near a 4-hour stream. We were not expecting to go live this long, but we do this for y'all. So thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. We'll be back on Wednesday. Again, guys, I keep saying we're going to do an IRL. I really want to do one. So we're going to try to do something between now and Wednesday. So tomorrow. Or today, technically now.
We'll try our best. We got a shit ton of editing to do.
Yeah,
but we'll see what we can do. If we can squeeze one in,
yeah, if we
great.
do it, it'll be a quick one, but we'll do it.
But
okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Until next time, adios.
Adios! Adios! Adios!